The Priestess's time travel. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 76 Ancient Canon Fodder Woman 26. Kang Yurao was a pseudo-rotten girl in modern times. She liked to read anime novels and would follow others to fantasize about handsome male characters. But if she really had to accept homosexuality in reality, she would not be able to accept it. Unexpectedly, after traveling through time, she would actually meet a homosexual and become his wife. A wife of a homosexual. How could this kind of existence that makes people sympathize but also despise her be her? What's more, Emperor Changshuo actually had bad intentions when he took her into the palace. He wanted to torture her, his rival in love. Haha, if she had known that Li Yuanhao was a bottom, she would not have had time to stay away from him. How could she like him? Emperor Changshuo. Li Yuanhao. These two people made him sick. They ruined her life. How could she let them have an easy life? Emperor Changshuo should regret taking her into the palace. There are too many secrets in the palace, many of which are unknown even to the previous emperor, not to mention Emperor Changshuo, who killed his brother and forced the palace to seize the palace. Kang Yurao has been a prisoner in Fengai Palace in the name of Queen for these years. Emperor Changshuo didn't know that there were secret rooms and secret passages in Fengai Palace. In the secret room were very well-preserved palace secret medicines left over from the previous dynasty, and these secret medicines had many effects. The secret passages led to several important palaces in the palace, and there was another one leading outside the palace. Kang Yurao relied on these secret medicines and secret passages to build up some of her own power in and outside the palace. When she felt that Emperor Changshuo's murderous intentions towards her were becoming less and less concealed, she took the initiative to make a move. Kang Yurao looked at the two people on the bed with contempt. She used to like both of them, but now, she wanted to vomit when she saw them. Since you two are together, why do you have to harm me? Kang Yurao asked, staring at Li Yuanhao's face. She didn't hate Li Yuanhao as much as Emperor Changshuo did. Li Yuanhao lowered his head in guilt and whispered, "I'm sorry, I admire your talent very much, it's my attitude that made him unhappy." Emperor Changshuo snorted coldly, "You don't have to apologize to her. This woman has today's ending because of her own vanity. Otherwise, she seemed to like you at the beginning. Why did her attitude change immediately after I became the emperor, and she was very attentive to me? When she heard that I wanted to marry her as the queen, she couldn't wait to agree. This is all her own choice." Kang Yurao snorted, "It's my choice, I was wrong, I admit it. So, I made a new choice." A strange smile appeared at the corner of her mouth. Emperor Changshuo had already felt the abnormality in his body, and said coldly, "You have some tricks, you actually drugged me." Kang Yurao laughed, "How do you feel? This is the secret medicine of the previous dynasty, Juchen. If you are poisoned by this medicine, you will definitely die, but there is no antidote." Li Yuanhao was shocked and hurriedly hugged Emperor Changshuo to check his physical condition. Emperor Changshuo was very calm. He just stretched out his hands and held Li Yuanhao's hands tightly, and asked him, "I am going to die, will you accompany me?" Li Yuanhao's eyes were moist, and he suddenly smiled. "We once agreed that we would go together to the ends of the earth." "Okay." Emperor Changshuo laughed, feeling extremely happy. When he finished laughing, he turned to look at Kang Yurao. His eyes became extremely cold. "I underestimated you. But do you think you will have a good end? Even if you have excusable reasons for murdering the emperor, those ministers will not let you go." Kang Yurao chuckled, "Don't worry, I will be fine. The ministers will not know that I killed you. What's more, the ministers in the court are all looking forward to your death." Emperor Changshuo narrowed his eyes. "It seems that you have colluded with some people in the court." Kang Yurao smiled but said nothing. Emperor Changshuo supported himself to get up from the bed and said to Li Yuanhao, "Help me dress up." Li Yuanhao hurriedly got down from the bed, put on his outer clothes first, and then put on the dragon robe for Emperor Changshuo piece by piece. Emperor Changshuo took Li Yuanhao's hand and said softly, "I have two wishes, one is to sit on the supreme position, and the other is to marry you. The first wish has been fulfilled, and now I want to fulfill the second wish. Are you willing to marry me?" Li Yuanhao looked at Emperor Changshuo tenderly and nodded, "I do." "Then let's worship heaven and earth now." There were no dragon and phoenix candles, no wedding dresses, no guests, only a woman who was full of malice towards them standing by. The two people didn't mind at all. They walked to the window and bowed down to the bright moon hanging high outside the window. 1 kowtow, 2 kowtows, 3 kowtows. After worshipping heaven and earth, the two people walked to the dragon bed together, climbed onto the dragon bed, and fell head first. Emperor Chengshuo picked up a strand of his hair, and then picked up Li Yuanhao's hair, and tied the 2 strands of hair together. "We are married and will never leave each other," Emperor Chengshuo said softly. "Yes." Li Yuanhao's left hand tightly grasped Emperor Chengshuo's right hand, and responded, "I will hold your hand and grow old with you, and I will be with you through life and death." Emperor Chengshuo laughed, "It's a pity that we can't grow old together. Li Yuanhao, in the next life, we will grow old together." "Okay." Emperor Chengshuo said gently, "We will go to the underworld together." "Okay." Li Yuanhao responded. A trace of black blood flowed from the corner of his mouth, but he didn't know when he had swallowed the poison. Black blood also flowed from the corner of Emperor Chengshuo's mouth, and he closed his eyes in satisfaction. Kang Yurao should have been happy to see this scene, but she didn't feel happy. What's the matter with the two of them? Going to the underworld together, relying on each other for life and death, and being married? What do you think of her? This simply makes her look like a vicious female supporting role. Damn it! Kang Yurao cursed angrily. Suddenly, the door of the palace was pushed open, and a man in armor walked in. Su Qingni, who had stopped crying because of the development of the situation, recognized the man, the commander of the Imperial Guard, Luo Zijian. "What happened?" the man asked. Kang Yurao smiled at the man tenderly. "The emperor passed away, and Lord Liu couldn't bear the blow, so he followed the emperor." Luo Zijian smiled and said, "That's good." He walked forward, took Kang Yurao into his arms, hugged Kang Yurao tightly, and said with satisfaction, "Finally, I can hug you freely." Su Qingni. Thumbs up for Kang Yurao. This woman is powerful enough. She actually hooked up with the commander of the Imperial Guard, who is in charge of the entire palace defense force. No wonder no one came out to stop her from killing Emperor Chengshuo. Luo Zijian used to be Kang Yurao's fascination. Now that Kang Yurao hooked her finger, he would naturally take the bait easily. But Kang Yurao was really bold. She actually cheated on Emperor Chengshuo. Did this woman red female ring in vain? Although she despised Kang Yurao's behavior, Su Qingyi actually envied her in her heart. Chapter 77 Ancient Canon Fodder Woman 27. Su Qingyi watched Kang Yurao and Luo Zijian control the situation in the palace, watched Kang Yurao push a young child from the clan that she had long chosen to the throne, and sat on the position of the Empress Dowager, ruling the country from behind the curtain. Emperor Chengshuo and Li Yuanhao were buried together, but their mausoleums were much simpler than those of other emperors. Kang Yurao was unwilling to spend a lot of money to help them deal with their affairs after death. Su Qingyi stood in front of Emperor Chengshuo's tomb upset, in a very bad mood. Emperor Chengshuo was dead, how could she take revenge? Even the eldest brother would be depressed to hear the news. "Alice, how did things turn out like this?" Su Qingyi was very depressed, and she had been holding it in her heart for 5 or 6 years just to take revenge herself, but the target of revenge died herself. Without the two targets, she felt empty and didn't know where to go. In the end, Su Qingyi decided to leave the capital and return to Changcheng. What happened in the palace needed to be told to the eldest and second brothers. Moreover, she had to apologize to the eldest and second brothers. She is a sinner of the Su family. She does not ask her elder brother and second brother to forgive her, but she must speak out her sins and cannot let her elder brother and second brother be kept in the dark. Looking back at the towering city wall, Su Qingyi sighed with emotion. The chaos in the capital is even worse. Although Kang Yurao has Luo Zijian to escort her, Luo Zijian only controls the Imperial Guards. The troops in the capital are controlled by different people, not to mention the troops in other places. Those people will not let a woman occupy their heads like Luo Zijian, and the civil servants in the court will not be willing to hen's crow at dawn. The David dynasty had already begun to be chaotic during the reign of Emperor Chengshuo. Now that Kang Yurao is in power, it will only promote the chaos. The young emperor is a puppet, the queen mother is a woman, and the ministers and generals have their own thoughts. How can they take them seriously? These people are waiting for someone to be unable to bear it, and then they can take advantage of the situation to show their ambitions and claws. Poor Kang Yurao was still feeling complacent, thinking that she was the winner, but she didn't know that she was already in danger. Su Qingni knelt down in the front yard of her house, alarming Su Qingxin and Su Qingni. The two ran to Su Qingni in surprise, and Su Qingni reached out to pull Su Qingni. "Sister, what are you doing?" Su Qingyi's tears flowed down. "Brother, second brother, I am guilty. It was me who implicated my father and harmed the Su family." Su Qingxin and Su Qingni looked puzzled. What did he say? What happened to his sister when she left the capital this time? What happened to you when you went to the capital this time? Tell us in detail. Su Qingxin said. Yes. Su Qingyi was about to start telling the story. Stand up and talk, don't kneel. Su Qingxin said. Su Qingyi shook her head, I'll kneel and talk. Seeing that his sister was so persistent, Su Qingxin had no choice but to let Su Qingyi kneel and tell her what she saw and heard in the capital. Su Qingxin and Su Qingyi were shocked to hear that Emperor Cheng Shuo died at the hands of Kang Yurao. They thought that Emperor Cheng Shuo would die at the hands of the supporters of the previous emperor, at the hands of the ministers in the court, at the hands of the assassins sent by his enemies, and they even thought that Emperor Cheng Shuo was killed by his own sister. As a result, Emperor Cheng Shuo died at the hands of his wife. Emperor Cheng Shuo was a hero, but he died at the hands of a woman in the harem. They really couldn't accept it. Hearing about the relationship between Emperor Cheng Shuo and Liu Yuanhao, Su Qingxin immediately understood why his sister said that she was a sinner of the Su family. His sister liked Liu Yuanhao at the beginning, and his father also admired Liu Yuanhao, and he had invited a middleman to discuss the marriage with the Liu family. But before the Liu family sent a matchmaker to the door, Su's father got into trouble. I think it was Emperor Cheng Shuo who attacked the Su family out of jealousy and anger. Su Qingxin extended his right hand and stroked his sister's head. I don't blame you. This is not your fault. If liking someone is wrong, then there are so many people who are wrong in this world. Su Qingyi's tears fell drop by drop, but I like the wrong person. Su Qingxin comforted her, there is no right or wrong in liking someone. Those who are wrong are those who have dirty minds. Su Qingxin pulled his sister up with force and put his arms around his sister. Okay, let the past be the past. Your second brother and I don't blame you, and I believe that father and mother will not blame you either. Su Qingyi quickly intervened and said that he didn't blame his sister, and his sister was not wrong. It was only Cheng Shuo who was wrong. The two talked until their mouths were dry and finally convinced their sister, and her guilt dissipated a lot. If you still feel guilty, then come and help me in the future. Su Qingxin decided to give her more things to do so that she would not think too much. Su Qingyi nodded vigorously. Her eldest brother could tell her anything and she would promise to complete it. Su Qingxin smiled, then you can be my bodyguard for the time being. Su Qingyi. After following Su Qingxin for a few days, Su Qingyi knelt down to her elder brother. So awesome. When did her elder brother take control of the border town military camp? None of the border town garrison commanders and senior generals close to him realized that they were being sidelined by their elder brother. Brother, what are you going to do with the army in your hands? It's not what I think, right? Su Qingyi asked her elder brother carefully. Su Qingxin smiled, it's exactly what you think. Huh? Su Qingyi's eyes widened. Did you say it? Political power comes from the barrel of a gun. A man pushed open the door and came in. It was Feng Boi. The world is going to be in chaos. Instead of relying on others to overturn the verdict, the Su family should rely on themselves. You. Su Qingyi pointed at Feng Boi and was speechless. Feng Boi smiled and said, Qingyi, we will work together in the future. Work together. Feng Boi, I am now Brother Yunqi's staff. Huh? Staff? Su Qingyi's eyes widened even more. Don't you think my elder brother can become a local lord? No, not a local lord. Feng Boi's words were full of confidence. You should have more confidence in your elder brother. Brother Yunqi's ability is enough to dominate the world. Su Qingyi just felt dizzy. Wait, let me take it easy. Well, I feel a little dizzy, brother, I'm going to sleep first. Su Qingxin nodded with a smile. Go. Su Qingyi walked away unsteadily. Feng Boi looked at her back and smiled. The little girl is scared. Su Qingyi smiled. When I first had this idea, I was also scared. Why did he have this idea? Is it because he hated a person in that position or because he gained powerful power from his sister and his heart began to change? Chapter 78 Ancient Cannon Fodder Woman 28. Su Qingni accepted it quickly. The next day, she appeared beside Su Qingni in high spirits. Not long after, the world was in chaos. Kang Yurao and Luo Zijian were caught stealing in the palace. It was probably designed by someone. Luo Zijian died and Kang Yurao disappeared. There was a legend that she was rescued by another admirer. The little emperor did not die, but he lost his freedom. The capital was in chaos, and then the world was in chaos. People with ulterior motives in various places showed their claws. The era of hegemony among the princes officially began. The garrison commander of the border town also declared himself king and became a local prince. He didn't know that he was just a puppet in public. The border town is blessed by nature. The neighboring country is also in civil strife and cannot attack the David dynasty at this time. The border town of the David dynasty is safe. There are a large number of troops in the border town. The soldiers are brave and good at fighting. They are not comparable to those in the inland and the capital. The terrain of the border town is easy to defend but difficult to attack. Any party that wants to attack the border town must pay a huge price and may not succeed. However, strong attacks don't work, so some people think of other methods. Yu Chenggai, the leader of the force closest to the border town, decided to marry his sister to the border town commander as a co-wife, and the two families formed an alliance through marriage. When the border town commander saw the appearance of the young lady, he was immediately fascinated and agreed to form an alliance with Yu Chenggai. Now, the marriage is being prepared. Su Qingni sat on a chair in her eldest brother's study. On her left was her eldest brother, opposite her was her second brother, and next to her second brother sat Fen Boi. Her second brother is now collecting intelligence, and is now reporting the intelligence obtained by his men to Su Qingni. Yu Chenggai's sister is not his biological sister, but his favorite concubine. She is very beautiful and has some charming means. Li Quan was charmed by that woman and agreed to the marriage. Su Qingni said, Yu Chenggai wants to take action during Li Quan's wedding. Some of his men will sneak into Yachin as a bride and merchant caravan. In addition, his army will lurk outside the city, waiting for signals from the city, attacking Yachin from both inside and outside, and catching Yachin off guard. Su Qingni and Feng Boi were not moved at all when they heard the news, and Su Qingni was the same, because before this, she had heard the inside story of the marriage between the Yu family and the Li family from her eldest brother and Feng Boi. The two strong men had long anticipated Yu Chenggai's actions. The news told by Su Qingni at this time only confirmed the two's guesses. And the two had already made corresponding countermeasures against Yu Chenggai's actions. 10 days before the wedding, Yu Chenggai, who was stationed in Wuchen, personally sent his sister to marry and left Wuchen with a long wedding team. Soon after they left, several groups of caravans came out of Wuchen, with a total of more than 10,000 people. Then, a group of 50,000 soldiers and horses fell far behind the wedding procession. On the third day after these soldiers and horses left, Wuchen was suddenly attacked. The empty Wuchen was easily captured by the enemy. This group of people left 10,000 soldiers and horses to harvest, and 40,000 soldiers and horses left Wuchen, seemingly chasing after Yu Chenggai's soldiers and horses. The wedding day finally arrived. Yu Chenggai looked at Li Quan with a proud look on his face as he went to the bridal chamber with an anxious look on his face, and he looked down on him. But this man fell for a little beauty trap. How did he become the defender of Yachin? Could it be that he had embezzled all those military merits from others? It must be said that this one is the truth. Yu Chenggai picked up the wine pot, slowly filled himself a glass of wine, slowly drank it, and suddenly threw the wine glass to the ground and shouted, "Do it." Those who came to the wedding were all senior generals who had a good relationship with Li Quan. Su Qingni did not come on the pretext of having something to do at home. These people were drunk and were beheaded by Yu Chenggai's men without any preparation. Yu Chenggai led his men to Li Quan's bridal chamber and kicked the door open. Li Quan, who was holding the bride and was about to take up his gun and mount his horse, was startled. He turned around angrily and scolded the bastard who disturbed his interest. As a result, he saw a group of fierce and evil people with blood dripping on their weapons and holding human heads in their other hands. He knew the leader of this group of people, who was his nominal brother-in-law Yu Chenggai. He also knew those heads, who were the heads of his men. At this time, what else did he not understand? Yu Chenggai, you bastard, you are scheming against me. Li Quan cursed angrily. The victor Yu Chenggai laughed, not caring about the abuse from his defeated opponent. The louder the abuse, the more proud he was. "You are stupid and lustful, so you fell into my trap," Yu Chang'ai said with a smile. "If you were not lustful, I would not have been able to plot against you so easily." Li Quan's face was extremely dark. He looked at the beautiful woman beside him with infinite resentment and murderous intent in his eyes. The woman felt the murderous intent and immediately wanted to get off the bed and run away, regardless of the fact that she was not wearing any clothes. But she was not as fast as Li Quan. Li Quan grabbed her arm with one hand and strangled her neck with the other. "Let me go, or I will strangle your sister to death. Please feel free." Yu Cheng'ai smiled. "This woman is not my sister. Son of a bitch." Li Quan realized how thoroughly he had been fooled by Yu Cheng'ai. He glared at the woman in his hand viciously. "Go to hell. General, save me." The woman asked Yu Cheng'ai for help. But as soon as she exhaled, she was strangled by Li Quan and could no longer speak. It seems that Yu Cheng'ai still likes this woman a little bit. He doesn't want her to die, so he strides forward and swings the knife in his hand at Li Quan. Li Quan is dead. Yu Cheng'ai grabs a piece of clothing to put on the woman, and walks with the woman to the outside of the general's mansion. His men kept gathering and following him. In the whole general's mansion, there were no other living people except Yu Cheng'ai and his men. Yu Cheng'ai was very proud. The operation was so smooth. Li Quan was dead, and Yancheng fell into his hands. Walking out of the gate of the general's mansion, Yu Cheng'ai's smile froze. There were many dead people outside the general's mansion as he expected, but the dead were not people from Yancheng, but his men. The army of Yancheng was guarding outside the general's mansion leisurely, drawing their bows and arrows, and the arrows were aimed at the gate of the general's mansion. What else is there to understand? He was a mantis, and others were orioles. Li Quan's men had long wanted to replace him. "I want to know who I lost to," Yu Cheng'ai asked in a deep voice. Su Qingni walked out from the soldiers with Fengboy and Su Qingni. "I am Su Qingni, and I am honored to meet General Yu." Su Qingni saluted Yu Cheng'ai. He did not notice that when the woman beside Yu Cheng'ai heard his name, she shuddered and lowered her head even lower. Chapter 79 Ancient Cannon Fodder Woman 29. Su Qingni discovered what Su Qingni didn't. She was already highly alert mentally, guarding against anyone taking advantage of the chaos to harm her elder brother and Fengboy, and any movement would not escape her eyes. Su Qingni noticed the strangeness of the woman, and naturally focused her attention on the woman. This woman should be Yu Cheng'ai's concubine and Li Quan's bride. However, this figure is very familiar. When Su Qingni was staring at the woman, Su Qingni had already clashed with Yu Cheng'ai. How could Yu Cheng'ai be Su Qingni's opponent, and he was naturally defeated. This man was also a bachelor. Knowing that Wuchen was already in someone else's pocket and his men outside the city were also surrounded by others, Yu Cheng'ai simply surrendered and recognized Su Qingni as his leader. Su Qingni was very courteous and helped Yu Cheng'ai up and accepted this subordinate. Yu Cheng'ai and his men were going to follow Su Qingni. Su Qingni suddenly said, "General Yu, can I ask you for someone?" Yu Cheng'ai was slightly stunned. Seeing Su Qingni staring at the woman behind him, he was happy. If the young general wants to take her, just go ahead. It's just a woman. Although this woman is beautiful, good in bed, and knowledgeable, but the same sentence is still, it's just a woman. He was willing to push her out to seduce Li Quan, so he was naturally willing to give her away and make friends with Su Qingni's men. "Thank you, General Yu," Su Qingni said, walked to the woman and said coldly, "Su Chunru, I finally found you. You didn't expect it. I didn't die. I came back alive to seek revenge on you." As soon as these words came out, Su Qingni's face changed. Yu Cheng'ai also understood that the young general was not greedy for women, but had a grudge against his concubine. What did his concubine do? Wouldn't it implicate him? Fengboy noticed his expression change and whispered to comfort him, "General Yu, relax. The grudge between Guard Su and Su Chunru was a long time ago and has nothing to do with General Yu." Yu Cheng'ai breathed a sigh of relief. Over there, Su Qingni grabbed the trembling woman. She had something else to do and could not deal with Su Chunru immediately, so she handed Su Chunru to one of her subordinates and had him tie Su Chunru up and send her back to the Su family. "Leave her to my second sister-in-law," Su Qingni instructed. The eldest sister-in-law didn't know about the good things Su Chunru had done, but the second sister-in-law knew. The second sister-in-law also hated Su Chunru and would definitely treat Su Chunru well and would not let her run away. As Su Qingni expected, Dunika treated Su Chunru well. When Su Qingni returned to the Su family after confirming that her eldest brother and Fengboy were not in danger, she saw Su Chunru lying in the yard in the backyard of her own house, in a mess. "Sister-in-law, what's wrong?" Su Qingni walked over and asked, "Have you vented enough?" Dunika looked unhappy and said, "Take her away. I don't want to see her again." If it weren't for her husband who risked his life to protect her, she would have followed in Su Qingni's footsteps. Su Chunru was betrayed for her own sake. Dunika hated Su Chunru as much as Su Qingni did. Yet, Su Qingni responded, walked to Su Chunru, grabbed Su Chunru's collar and dragged her out like a dead dog. When Su Chunru saw Su Qingni's face, she was so scared that her whole body shook. She kept trembling and said, "Ghost, ghost." When Dunika took revenge on her, she was not so scared. She knew that she had done too many evil things and hurt too many people. She was not afraid of those people's revenge, but her life was at stake. But seeing that Su Qingni, who should have died long ago, appeared in front of her, Su Chunru was really scared. What she feared was the wronged souls that wanted to take her life, that there really were ghosts in the world, that there was a netherworld, that there were 18 levels of hell, that she would definitely go to the 18 levels of hell for the evil she had done. Su Qingni heard Su Chunru's voice getting smaller and smaller, and finally there was no sound, so she looked down hurriedly. Damn it! Su Qingni almost spit out a mouthful of blood. Damn it! Su Chunru was actually dead, she was actually scared to death. Damn it! What kind of operation is this? I haven't even started to retaliate yet. This person is dead. Su Qingni once again felt the malice of the world towards her. Just like the last time with Emperor Cheng Shuo, before she could make a move, Emperor Cheng Shuo died. This time, Su Chunru died before she could make a move either. It was so damn depressing. Did God deliberately not give her a chance to take revenge with her own hands? Su Qingni almost wanted to point her finger and curse God. But when she thought of the fairy, Su Qingni wilted. There are gods in this world, and naturally there is God. If she really cursed God, she would have offended God. What if God hates her? She is not afraid of God punishing her, but she is afraid of implicating her relatives. Big Brother will not tolerate any harm now. Su Qingni swallowed the old blood back into her stomach, and squatted in the corner depressedly to grow mushrooms. Su Qingxing and Su Qingni pacified the situation in the Holy Yachin. When they returned home, they saw their sister squatting in the corner and a basket of mushrooms beside her. It didn't rain today, how come there are so many mushrooms? Su Qingni asked puzzledly. Su Qingni got up slowly, handed the basket of mushrooms to the servant beside her, and ordered, "Take it to the kitchen to make mushroom soup." Then he turned to Su Qingxing and Su Qingni and said, "Big brother, second brother, Su Chunru is dead. She thought I was an evil ghost coming back to take her life, so she was scared to death." Su Qingxing and Su Qingni. They were also shocked by Su Chunru's death. Su Qingxing twitched his lips. "Are you depressed because you can't take revenge yourself?" Among the three siblings, Su Qingxing has no direct hatred with Su Chunru. He just hates Su Chunru's actions and wants to clear the door for the Su family. Su Qingni and Su Qingxing have direct hatred with Su Chunru. Su Chunru set his sights on Dunika. Su Qingni had one leg broken to protect his wife. Later, it was Su Qingxing who found them and completely cured Su Qingni's leg, otherwise he would have been a cripple for the rest of his life, and Su Qingni, that was really a journey between life and death, and Su Chunru would lose his innocence and even the beautiful life of a girl, and could no longer get married and have children. Su Qingni and Su Qingni were obsessed with taking revenge after catching Su Chunru, but now that the person was caught, he died by himself, making it impossible for them to take revenge. It was so depressing for them. Su Qingni nodded. Su Qingni also nodded. He finally understood why his sister was squatting in the corner to grow mushrooms. Now he also wanted to grow mushrooms. Su Qingxing comforted the two. "Isn't it good that you don't have to dirty your hands? That kind of dirty person lets you take revenge with your own hands. You are respecting her. Such a person is not worth your unhappiness." Chapter 80 Ancient Canon Fodder Woman 30. Su Qingni and Su Qingni didn't feel depressed for long, because time didn't allow it. Su Qingxing came to the fore after this incident. As his younger siblings, Su Qingni and Su Qingxing followed behind Su Qingxing to help him. They were so busy that they had no time and energy to think about other things. Su Qingni was no longer a guard beside Su Qingxing. Su Qingni gave her an army of 10,000 people. Su Qingni used the training method learned from Su Qingni to train her men. Each of these 10,000 people was trained by her to be able to fight 10 or even 20 or 30. This army became an army that fought 100 battles, and Su Qingni became a victorious general. She had never lost a single battle she had experienced. The strength and military skills displayed by Su Qingni impressed many leaders, and they did not dare to fight her head-on. Whenever they heard that Su Qingni was coming with troops, many people chose to fly without fighting. There were those who did not believe in Su Qingni's ability and chose to fight Su Qingni. Su Qingni used facts to tell them how true the rumors were. These people paid a heavy price for the truth, which they did not want anyway. With Su Qingni's army as the vanguard, Su Qingni's forces successfully eliminated and annexed the forces of other princes, and pushed the sphere of influence to the capital step by step. The Su family army finally took the capital. When Su Qingni ascended the throne, the first thing he did was to reverse the case for the Su family. The story of Emperor Chengshuo and Liu Yuanhao splitting up and cutting off their sleeves was finally known to the whole world because of the Su family's reversal of the case. Both of them died and could not get peace. Liu Yuanhao, the youngest cabinet minister and the elegant gentleman who was once the dream lover of all the girls in the capital, who was originally a pity, became a despised existence, not to mention Emperor Chengshuo. And because of the two people's cutting off sleeves, Kang Yurao, the unfaithful queen, was less despised, and some people sympathized with her. No wonder Kang Yurao wanted to find a lover. The emperor liked male beauty. If Kang Yurao didn't find a lover, wouldn't she be a living widow? Kang Yurao, who was hiding in the house of one of her admirers, felt sympathetic when she heard this. Is there anything wrong with not wanting to be a gay wife? Kang Yurao knew the Su family, and later when she learned about the affairs of Emperor Chengshuo and Liu Yuanhao, she also knew why the Su family was ruined. It was all because the Su family's legitimate daughter liked Liu Yuanhao and had the possibility of becoming Liu Yuanhao's wife. Emperor Chengshuo was extremely jealous, so he framed the head of the Su family and ruined the Su family. Now the situation has changed, and the Su family has seized the throne of their family and become the emperor of the new dynasty. It's really ironic. I wonder if Emperor Chengshuo will regret it? It shouldn't be. With Emperor Chengshuo's dog temper, he only cares about Liu Yuanhao, and he has a mentality of I don't care about the flood after I die, so he will definitely not regret taking action against the Su family. If you want to say regret, it must be regret not killing the legitimate daughter of the Su family. Those legitimate daughters are really powerful, even more powerful than her, a time traveler. The originally delicate daughter of a rich family learned a lot of skills after being exiled. She disguised herself as a man and led an ever-victorious army to conquer the world for her brother and was named the protector of the country princess. If it weren't for the fact that this princess didn't have any traces of modernity, she would have thought that this princess was also a time traveler. Nowadays, because of the princess, the status of women has been greatly improved, and many women have begun to try to go out of the house and do things they like. Kang Yurao looked at the clear and cloudless sky, and suddenly an impulse arose in her heart. She also wanted to go out. She wanted to fight for a career of her own, instead of relying on men like before. She was really wrong before, saying that conquering men is actually relying on men. Her mentality was wrong from the beginning. She is a time traveler from modern times. How can she lose to a native woman like Su Qingni? Su Qingni doesn't need to rely on men, she can do it too. Kang Yurao strode to the gate of the yard, pushed hard, and pushed open the yard where her admirer placed her. Haha, in fact, this courtyard is a canary cage. Although she didn't do anything with her admirer, in the eyes of her admirer and the people around him, she was already his mistress. Haha, mistress. She is a time traveler, and she was once a high and mighty queen. How could she be a mistress of a small marquis's son? She hates mistresses, so how could she be a mistress herself? The marquis's son was insulting her. Seeing the world after the door was opened, Kang Yurao took a deep breath and strode out. A year later, Kang Yurao established her own business empire, and her name was also heard by Su Qingni and Su Qingni. Su Qingni didn't know how to deal with this queen and empress dowager of the previous dynasty. Many ministers wrote to the emperor that Kang Yurao should be killed, but Su Qingni held an opposing opinion. She meant that Kang Yurao was not a threat to the Su family, and she also killed Emperor Chengshuo. No matter what the reason was, she indirectly owed a favor to the Su family. Moreover, she has set an example for other women. Su Qingni said with sparkling eyes. With her successful precedent, more capable women will go out of the house. My dear brother, women are no worse than men. As long as you give them a platform to display their talents, they will give you unexpected rewards. Su Qingni listened to Su Qingni's words. He was not an old stubborn man. He trusted his sister so much and let her do what she wanted. His open-mindedness was something other emperors did not have. Su Qingni did not kill Kang Yurao, and even chose Kang Yurao to be the imperial merchant. Kang Yurao breathed a sigh of relief, and the heart that was in her throat was put down. She won the bet. The existence of Kang Yurao and Su Qingni really made more women go out of the house and display their talents. Although there were no women serving as officials, women appeared in other industries. Women are no longer men's vassals, nor are they tools for giving birth to children and managing the backyard. Kang Yurao and Su Qingni never got married in their lives. Kang Yurao no longer has the love brain she had when she first traveled through time, and she has lost confidence in marriage. However, as a face control, Kang Yurao still likes handsome men. The wealthy Kang Yurao has many handsome men as pets, enjoying all kinds of flattery from handsome men, and she doesn't know how happy her life is. Although it is despised by many moralists, it also makes many women secretly envious. Su Qingni still has traces in her heart because of the humiliation she suffered at the beginning. She refuses men to get close to her and be intimate with her, and even women are unwilling to let them get too close to her. After the world was stabilized, Su Qingni lived in the mountains outside the capital, devoted herself to studying martial arts, and entered the Tao through martial arts. She lived for more than 200 years before she died, and was revered as a living immortal. Chapter 81, Academic Star 1. Su Qingni also obtained a fragment of the true spirit this time, which was obtained from Su Qingni. This is a very, very small fragment of the true spirit, so small that Empress Pingxin could not integrate it into the true spirit of Dijiang that she nurtured. So, Empress Pingxin returned this fragment of Dijiang's true spirit to Su Qingni, allowing Su Qingni to absorb and refer to it. This fragment was of great help to Su Qingni. Dijiang's special skills are space and speed. His true spirit fragments contain an understanding of space and speed. Su Qingni gained some of his understanding of space from the small fragments, and the danger of traveling through time and space was reduced by 1 point later. Returning to the world of witches and liches, Su Qingni heard that there was news from the demon world that Donghuang Tai had not completely disappeared. The Donghuang Bell sensed that Donghuang Tai should have a residual soul left in the world, and it seemed to be in the Donghuang Bell. The demon world is now looking for natural treasures to nourish the soul, and all of them are sent to the Donghuang Bell. Su Qingni called Qiyu and ordered, "Send the treasures of heaven and earth that our Wu clan has collected to nourish the soul." After all, Donghuang Tai is also the benefactor of our Wu clan. Qiyu agreed, and after returning, he ordered his clansmen to send the treasures of heaven and earth. Su Qingni sat in her palace for a few days and and then left the palace, left the witch world, and began to travel again. I am the dividing line after crossing. Su Qingni walked out of the bathtub full of blood, stretched out her right hand and pressed a few acupuncture points on her left wrist to stop the wound from bleeding. This is a world similar to the early 21st century on Earth. In addition to technology, there are no other unconventional powers, and there are many restrictions on her. She can't take out the storage bag, nor can she take out the elixir that stops bleeding and hurts the body, but her own medical skills are very good, and she can stop bleeding by pressing acupuncture points to prevent all the blood from flowing out of this body. Feeling dizzy, this is caused by excessive blood loss. Su Qingni decided to take a rest first, then go to the pharmacy to buy some Chinese medicine and make some blood-replenishing medicinal food for herself. She reached out and pulled out the plug of the bathtub, letting all the blood flow into the sewer pipe. Then she used the shower to rinse off the blood on her body, and returned to the bedroom with a towel on. After finding the medicine box and bandaging the wound, Su Qingni made herself a cup of thick brown sugar water and drank it before lying back on the bed. The body fell into sleep, and Su Qingni received the memory of the body. The original owner, Su Qingni, was a second-tier female star. She was beautiful and had played several roles that were very popular with the audience, so she was quite popular and had many fans. However, that was in the past. The current original owner was full of black material and was forced to commit suicide. Su Qingni was an orphan and was sent to an orphanage when she was born. She never knew who her parents were. After she turned 18, Su Qingni left the orphanage. She was admitted to a key university, but she had no money to study, not even the first year's tuition. Helpless Su Qingni had to give up her studies and went to the film and television city to play a small role and look for opportunities. She was beautiful and was really noticed by someone and got the opportunity to play a small supporting role. By playing this small supporting role, she gradually got more roles. At this time, she attracted the attention of a man. The man Niangniang Pingxin was the son of a shareholder of an entertainment company. He was also quite capable. He opened an electronic products company and was also a president. Young, handsome and rich, such a man proposed to support Su Qingni. How could Su Qingni be unwilling? She agreed to Niangniang Pingxin's support without any hesitation. Since then, Su Qingni has obtained a lot of resources through Niangniang Pingxin, and has been very successful in the entertainment industry. From an 18-line star to a second-line star today. Just when Su Qingni was very confident that she could rely on Niangniang Pingxin's resources to become a first-line star or Niangniang Pingxin's wife, the reason why she was so confident was that Niangniang Pingxin only had her as a woman, making her forget that the two were just in a relationship. Thinking that the two were in love, Niangniang Pingxin ended their relationship because he was supporting another woman. This woman is not younger than Su Qingni. Su Qingni debuted at the age of 18 and was kept by Niangniang Pingxin for 3 years. Now she is only 21 years old. Niangniang Pingxin's new love Li Zujia is 1 year older than Su Qingni. She is not more beautiful than Su Qingni. The two are at most the same. But Li Zujia is better than Su Qingni in that she is a top student from a prestigious school. She is well educated and has a better temperament than Su Qingni. She is purer than Su Qingni. Li Zujia came into the public eye because of a major school beauty selection event and then entered the entertainment industry. Her beautiful and highly educated personality is very popular with the audience. Her fans are chasing after Su Qingni, a second-tier female star, and most of her fans are college students, with strong fighting power. This can be seen from the fact that Li Zujia's fans later confronted the original owner online and forced the original owner to commit suicide. Many people curse without using dirty words, but every word is like stabbing the original owner with a knife. Su Qingni was naturally unwilling to accept that her sponsor was robbed. While she was trying to win back her sponsor, she used all means to deal with Li Zujia. Li Zujia was protected by Niangniang Pingxin, so Su Qingni's methods could not reach Li Zujia and were blocked, which made Niangniang Pingxin even more annoyed with Su Qingni and banned Su Qingni with one sentence. Li Zujia was not as kind as she appeared to be, but her methods were better than Su Qingni, who had been in the entertainment industry for several years. Li Zujia did not take action herself, but secretly instigated Su Qingni's enemies in the circle, and those people took action against Su Qingni. As a result, the internet was full of Su Qingni's negative materials, some of which were true, but most of them were fabricated. Li Zujia's fans made efforts again, lashing out at Su Qingni on the internet, making Su Qingni's reputation so bad that the entertainment company terminated her contract. She lost all her work, and she would be hit with rotten eggs when she was recognized when she went out. The last straw that overwhelmed Su Qingni came from Niangniang Pingxin. Niangniang Pingxin disgustedly asked someone to kick out Su Qingni, who came to look for him, and directly threw the word cheap to Su Qingni. Su Qingni collapsed. She loved Niangniang Pingxin. What woman would not be moved by a young, handsome, capable and wealthy man? For the past 3 years, Su Qingni has been following Niangniang Pingxin not only for his money and resources. If it was for these two things, she could ask other men for them. With her beauty, many men wanted to keep her. She followed Niangniang Pingxin wholeheartedly just for the love of Niangniang Pingxin. However, her love was discarded by Niangniang Pingxin, and she herself was looked down upon by Niangniang Pingxin and considered cheap. What a huge blow this was to her. So, Su Qingni chose to end her life. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 82, Academic Star II. Su Qingni woke up from hunger. The original owner hadn't eaten for 2 days and had tried to commit suicide again, so her body was really weak. Su Qingni felt so light that she couldn't walk for 2 steps. Then she thought about what she would encounter if she was recognized by others when she went out with the original owner's appearance. So she gave up the idea of going out to eat and buy medicinal herbs. She opened the original owner's mobile phone, which had a very famous takeaway app in the world. Su Qingni opened the app, ordered a takeaway for herself, and then opened the online wall to search for Chinese medicinal herbs. Today's life is very convenient. You can buy anything you want without going out, and people can also deliver it to your door enthusiastically. Although the quality of Chinese medicinal herbs on the internet is definitely not very good, with Su Qingni's ability, she can definitely make these medicinal herbs play the greatest effect, which is just right for her current body. The takeaway and medicinal herbs were delivered very quickly. Su Qingni ate up the takeaway and felt that her body had recovered some strength, so she began to prepare the medicinal herbs and boiled medicine for herself to replenish blood and regulate her body. After drinking the medicine, Su Qingni went back to bed to sleep. Now she has been terminated by the company, has no work, and can sleep as long as she wants. When she woke up again, it was already dark. Su Qingni felt that her body had recovered more than half, and the symptoms of excessive blood loss had disappeared. Now she only had a little anemia at most, and she would be completely cured after taking the medicine again. Reaching out and pressing the button on the wall beside the bed, the bedroom light came on. Su Qingni walked out of the bedroom, went to the kitchen to heat up a bowl of medicine, drank it all in one breath, and then returned to the bedroom, leaned against the head of the bed, and picked up her mobile phone to check. It's already 10 o'clock in the evening. At this time, the internet is very active. Su Qingni went online, searched for news, and collected more information about the world. There are still some negative news about Su Qingni in the online topics, although there are not many. Most of the topics have been replaced by other stars and traffic stars, but those negative news topics that still exist will still remind people of Su Qingni, so that many keyboard warriors continue to scold Su Qingni on the internet. Su Qingni snorted coldly. Really relentless. Su Qingni couldn't help but have a bad impression of the female star named Li Zujia. As for Niangniang Pingxin, haha, that kind of big pig's hoof, I don't have the heart to remember him. After browsing the internet for a long time, Su Qingni collected a lot of information about this world, and gathered it together, which made her understand this world better. Although if she wanted, she could completely invade the time river of this world through her soul and understand this world. That would be more detailed. After digesting the information of this world, Su Qingni would start to consider how to live in this world. It takes a long time to find the extremely yin place and the true spirit of the ancestor witch. There is no need to mix in the entertainment industry. Although it is not difficult for Su Qingni to help the original owner clean up the black material with her ability, what can she do after cleaning? Niangniang Pingxin issued a ban on the original owner. If Su Qingni does not have more money and a higher social status than Niangniang Pingxin, it is impossible to break through this ban and achieve something in the entertainment industry. Speaking of which, if Su Qingni has more money and a higher social status than Niangniang Pingxin, will she continue to mix in the entertainment industry? Su Qingni didn't want to get into the entertainment industry again, otherwise she would have to find a new job. But the original Su Qingni only had a high school diploma. In addition to acting and having some acting skills, she even had a weak voice when singing. What else could she do? Do business? There were only more than 500,000 yuan left in Su Qingni's account, which was too little for startup capital. You said that Su Qingni, the great god, would go to gamble on stones. Well, yes, Su Qingni could really make a lot of money. But the problem is that doing business requires connections. Su Qingni has no connections, and if someone makes a move in it, Su Qingni would not only make money, but also find it difficult to recover the cost. So, will she continue to rely on gambling on stones to make money to support herself in the future? This is indeed a way. But if she doesn't do something, it would be too boring. You can't just stay at home and be a homegirl, right? Su Qingni is indeed a homebody. It's no problem for her to stay in her palace for tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of years, but she can't practice in this world. What should she do at home? Play games? Su Qingni, who has played holographic online games, said that keyboard games today are very boring. Su Qingni put down her phone, went to the study, opened her laptop, which she had not used for a long time, opened a foreign web page, found a website of a university ranked in the top 10 in the world, and operated it. With the original owner's reputation, she could not stay in China for the time being, so she went abroad to study and took a diploma. For a period of time after that, Su Qingni took care of her body while taking the online test and interview of the university on the internet. During this period, she went to the Burmese border and gambled on stones, earning tens of millions of yuan. 3 months later, Su Qingni finally received the admission letter from the foreign university. 3 months is a day-to-day change for the entertainment industry. There is no news about Su Qingni on the internet. The public is forgetful. They have forgotten the second-rate female star they scolded. Li Zujia smiled and browsed her Weibo. On Weibo, her fans praised her for her high appearance and high education, and said that she was a clear stream in the entertainment industry. What are you looking at? Niangniang Pingxin walked to Li Zujia and sat down, with one hand around Li Zujia's waist. Li Zujia leaned into Niangniang Pingxin's arms, looking at Weibo. This man is hers, and can only be hers. Although they are only in a relationship of sponsorship now, she is confident that she will make this man fall in love with her wholeheartedly. She is not that stupid woman like Su Qingni. She has an education and a good family background. The Ning family will not accept Su Qingni, but they will accept herself. Just look at the attitude of Niangniang Pingxin's mother towards her. Niangniang Pingxin does not bring the woman he sponsors to meet his parents, so she can go to meet them secretly, pretending to meet Niangniang Pingxin's mother inadvertently, so that she can know her family background and education, and know her relationship with Niangniang Pingxin. She showed Niangniang Pingxin's mother her deep love for Niangniang Pingxin, and she can do anything for Niangniang Pingxin, even accepting the humiliating relationship of sponsorship. Niangniang Pingxin's mother was very enthusiastic about her, and she wanted to make her her daughter-in-law immediately. It was only because she stopped Ning's mother that Niangniang Pingxin did not know that she knew Ning's mother. Li Zujia felt that Ning's mother's attitude was too enthusiastic, which made her a little suspicious. But so what? As long as she can hold on to Niangniang Pingxin, the blue chip, and marry into a wealthy family, she doesn't care about anything else. No way. She will slowly deal with those who threaten her existence after achieving her goal. Chapter 83, Academic Star III. Li Zujia was browsing Weibo when her phone suddenly rang. This was to remind her that someone she followed had just posted a new Weibo. Li Zujia checked the information and her face changed. The new Weibo was posted by Su Qingni. As a love rival, one must know both oneself and the enemy to win every battle. Naturally, Li Zujia followed Su Qingni's Weibo. However, Su Qingni had been criticized so much that she could not survive in the entertainment industry anymore. Why would she still post on Weibo? What's wrong? Who sent the message? Niangniang Pingxin asked. Li Zujia smiled and said, it was a message from a fan. He said that Su Qingni posted on Weibo. Niangniang Pingxin frowned slightly. Su Qingni posted on Weibo. Why did your fans remind you? Li Zujia said, well, didn't Su Qingni always target me before? My fans were afraid that she would slander me again, so they reminded me. Niangniang Pingxin's face darkened. Su Qingni's previous behavior made him very unhappy. He didn't want to admit that he had supported such a shallow, ignorant and vicious woman. This person took the negative information on the internet seriously. The main reason is that the negative information about Su Qingni in the early stage is true. This girl is really domineering and bullies others in the play because she has a sponsor. As a person who is half in the entertainment industry, Niangniang Pingxin certainly does not believe the negative information on the internet, but after the evidence of the negative information in the early stage was brought out, Niangniang Pingxin had to believe it, so that he actually believed the negative information later. Niangniang Pingxin said with a dark face, look at what Su Qingni posted on Weibo. If she dares to insult you again, I will ask someone to send her a lawyer's letter. Li Zujia curled the corners of her mouth slightly and clicked on Su Qingni's Weibo. Su Qingni's latest Weibo is a photo and 4 words, see you in the world. It seems that Su Qingni has completely given up and doesn't want to be in the entertainment industry anymore. Li Zujia was very happy to see these 4 words, but when she saw the picture, Li Zujia's smile froze, and she shouted out regardless of her image collapse, impossible. How could someone like her be admitted to Harvard University? What is Harvard University? It is one of the best universities in the world, ranking first in the world academic ranking of world universities, first in the world S News World University ranking, third in the world QS World University ranking, and sixth in the World Times Higher Education World University ranking. The students who enter this university are all elites and the best talents in the world. How could Su Qingni be admitted to Harvard University? Niangniang Pingxin did not notice the collapse of Li Zujia's image, and he was now shocked by this Weibo. Niangniang Pingxin kept Su Qingni for her face, but he looked down on Su Qingni from the bottom of his heart. What was the reason? Wasn't it because Su Qingni had a low academic qualification? In Ning Zhongquan's eyes, Su Qingni was a woman without much culture and cultivation, but now? The bright words of Harvard University were mocking him for looking down on others. People don't have low academic qualifications, but they don't have the opportunity to go to college. As long as people want, the world's top universities will open their arms to them. In addition to these two people, many netizens were also shocked. Oh my god, is this true? This admission letter can't be fake, right? My cousin was admitted to Harvard University last year. I've seen his admission letter, and it's the same as this one. This one is real. The person above is a relative of a top student. Let's interview him. How do you feel about having a top student in your family? Don't go off topic. We are talking about the authenticity of Su Qingni's admission letter. I've already climbed over the firewall to check Harvard University's official website. Su Qingni's name is on this year's admission list. Oh my god, a woman like this can be admitted to Harvard University? Doesn't Harvard University examine a person's character? Universities admit students based on grades and abilities. I want to say that everyone on the internet was mocking Su Qingni for her low academic qualifications. Now Su Qingni is doing this. Isn't she slapping everyone in the face? Definitely a slap in the face. An extra slap in the face. Su Qingni is too fierce. When the negative news on the internet came out, she didn't come out to refute it. It turns out she was waiting here. Yes, Su Qingni proved her ability with the admission letter from Harvard University. I think many of the negative news are not true, right? She is so capable, why would she do such stupid things? Someone must want to deal with Su Qingni. Some of the negative news on the internet have some logic in the front, but the ones in the back are too exaggerated. I believed the negative news on the internet. Should I apologize to Su Qingni? Oh, I cursed her too. Should I apologize too? Su Qingni has gone to study in the United States. She can't hear your apology. Even if Su Qingni can't hear it, I still want to say sorry. I'm sorry, I believed it and cursed you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I'm sorry, please forgive me. The internet was flooded with sentences asking for forgiveness, and this topic was ranked first on the hot search list, attracting more people to curiously click on Su Qingni's Weibo following the topic and saw her admission letter from Harvard University. Everyone, Greek letter sigma, this world is dreamy. Just as Su Qingni expected, the national condition of the flower country is to attach importance to academic qualifications. A Harvard University admission letter changed everyone's impression of Su Qingni. In the past, they believed in the negative information on the internet, but now everyone thinks that the negative information is someone who is playing tricks on Su Qingni and throwing dirty water on her. More than half of the dirty water on the original body disappeared immediately, and everyone's tone also changed. Su Qingni's popularity increased a lot in an instant. Su Qingni's previous entertainment company regretted it a little. If they had known, they would not have terminated the contract with Su Qingni so quickly. A star who is a top student at Harvard University, what a gimmick. Even if Su Qingni wants to go to the United States to study, the company can arrange work for her during the holidays. This is a real academic star. Unfortunately, when Su Qingni's previous agent called Su Qingni, she found that she had been blacklisted by the other party. When she ran to Su Qingni's house to look for someone, she was told by the property that Su Qingni had left with her luggage. The agent and the agency regretted it so much. There are many people who share the same idea as the management company. They all think that Su Qingni is the real top student star. Is Su Qingni a top student star? Yes, absolutely. I've seen the term top student star a lot recently. That's because there is a top student star in the entertainment industry now. Li Zujia, the talented campus belle of a certain university. Now she's in the entertainment industry. Her management company and fans promote her title of top student star every day. Chapter 84, Academic Star 4. A top student from a certain university? He is indeed worthy of the title of a top student star. But there is a big gap between a certain university and Harvard University. Then isn't there a big gap between Li Zujia, the top student star, and Su Qingni, the top student star? Go away, our Jiajia is the best. What's so great about Harvard University? Our Jiajia can go to Harvard University as long as she wants. Li Zujia's fans upstairs, can you really guarantee that your Li Zujia can be admitted to Harvard University? Of course our Jiajia can be admitted. That woman Su Qingni can be admitted, and our Jiajia is much better than her. Haha, is Li Zujia really better than others? I remember that when Su Qingyi's black material was first exposed on the internet, it was Li Zujia's fans who lashed out and attacked Su Qingni on the internet. It seems that Li Zujia and Su Qingyi have a grudge. What kind of grudge could it be? I know. According to the news in the circle, Li Zujia stole Su Qingyi's man. Su Qingyi has troubled Li Zujia many times, but Li Zujia has blocked her back every time. Li Zujia stole Su Qingyi's man? Did Li Zujia say she didn't have a boyfriend? Haha, there are many people in the entertainment industry who are secretly married, and there are fewer who have boyfriends but hide it. I thought Li Zujia was very pure. Pure? If you want to find a pure girl, don't look for her in the entertainment industry. Humph, who said it was a boyfriend? It should be a sponsor in the entertainment industry, right? Nonsense, our Jiajia is both talented and beautiful, so she won't sell herself out. She is both talented and beautiful, but she has no money. On the internet, Li Zujia's fans quarreled with other netizens, and for a time, Li Zujia was pushed to the forefront. Li Zujia's previous good image collapsed. Li Zujia looked at the comments on the internet with a dark face. The hottest topic now is that everyone asked Li Zujia to apply to Harvard University to prove that she is a real academic star. Li Zujia knows her own weight. Although she went to a famous domestic university, she majored in Chinese. How can she apply to Harvard University? You know, her English level is only CET 4, not even CET 6. Li Zujia almost gnashed her teeth, and hated Su Qingyi so much. She left and still wanted to set her up. How abominable. She wanted to retaliate, and use the same means to deal with Su Qingyi as before, but she couldn't. Su Qingyi had fled abroad, and she couldn't reach out to other countries to deal with her. Su Qingni didn't know that her Weibo post had caused great trouble to Li Zujia. She has now come to Boston to go through the admission procedures. The accommodation at Harvard University is quite good, mostly single-room dormitories, and only a few double-room dormitories. However, after the field investigation, Su Qingni did not choose to live in the school dormitory, mainly because the dormitory did not have a separate bathroom, only one bathroom and a kitchen on each floor, which was very inconvenient to go to the toilet and cook. Su Qingni rented a small apartment outside the school. The price was not much different from living in the dormitory, although the area was not large, there was a separate bathroom and kitchen, it was quite convenient to live. After settling in, Su Qingni's Harvard life began. Su Qingni chose mechanical engineering as her major. This major is not the best major at Harvard University, but Su Qingni chose Harvard University to help the original owner change his reputation. At that time, she chose the major at random. After she started studying, the professional ability shown by Su Qingni made the teachers praise and regret. Her teacher said to her, "Dear Su, you should go to MIT. The mechanical automation major there is the best." Okay. Su Qingni smiled. "What do you think about me going to MIT for graduate studies?" "Good idea." The teacher smiled. "You can take a few more courses, and when you have enough credits, you can graduate early. I have a classmate at MIT and I can recommend you to him." "Thank you, dear teacher." Su Qingni smiled. "I will choose a few more courses from next semester." In fact, she also chose a lot of courses this semester, 1/3 more than other students. Su Qingni has enough credits this semester alone. At her speed, she can complete all the credits of the university in 2 years. But if she adds more courses next semester, she will complete her university studies in 1 year. Graduating from Harvard University in 1 year is simply unimaginable for ordinary people. But in a place like Harvard University where elites gather, this is not uncommon. There are many geniuses in Harvard University. Although there are few graduates in 1 year, there will be one in a few years. Therefore, Su Qingni graduated from Harvard University without causing any sensation and went to MIT to pursue a master's degree. After she left the flower country, she stopped paying attention to domestic entertainment news, but she didn't know that she had caused another wave of craze in the flower country. The initiator of this craze was a fan of Li Zujia. This fan with the online name Eat Chicken Tonight is also a top student and was admitted to Harvard University as a graduate student. After arriving at the school, this fan began to look for Su Qingyi. He looked for her with a skeptical attitude. He and many fans of Li Zujia doubted that Su Qingyi really enrolled in Harvard University. Their Li Zijie did not enter Harvard University. How could a low-educated and supporting actor enter Harvard University? Are you kidding? These people suspected that Su Qingni's admission notice was forged. The first thing Eat Chicken Tonight did after arriving at Harvard University was not to familiarize himself with the campus, but to fight fraud and find out whether Su Qingni was really in Harvard. If not, he would definitely expose the truth to netizens in China. Eat Chicken Tonight asked the international student organizations in the school about Su Qingni, and the international students said they didn't know such a person, mainly because Su Qingni completed 4 years of courses in 1 year, and her schedule was too tight, so she had no time to participate in the activities of the international student organizations, and had no contact with international students from China, so no one knew her. Eat Chicken Tonight searched a lot in the school, but still couldn't find Su Qingni. Eat Chicken Tonight felt that he could make a conclusion: there was no Su Qingni at Harvard University, and the admission notice was indeed fake. Eat Chicken Tonight sent this news back to China, and Li Zijie put this news on the hot search list, despising Su Qingni's behavior. Netizens felt that they were deceived by Su Qingni, and their attitude took a 180-degree turn again, and they began to scold Su Qingni again. This time the scolding was even more severe than the last time. If Su Qingni was still alive, she would definitely die again. However, the real Su Qingni had already died. Chapter 85, Academic Star 5. If Su Qingni were still alive, she would definitely die again. However, the real Su Qingni had already died. Now, what is in Su Qingni's body is just a trace of Su Qingni's consciousness. Su Qingni no longer pays attention to the domestic entertainment industry. Her mind is now all on studying. In fact, as a great god, Su Qingni can absorb all knowledge and turn it into her own knowledge as long as she scans with her consciousness. But it's too boring. She will live in this world for a long time. Studying can be used to kill time. Why take shortcuts? Su Qingni doesn't pay attention to the news of the domestic entertainment industry, but other international students occasionally go back to China to see what's new in China. It just so happens that when Su Qingni took over her tutor's undergraduate class, there was an international student from the flower country in this class. It just so happens that this student is a gossip expert and likes to go back to China to read the news and post on Weibo. This girl named Shui Lele saw a post about Su Qingni is faking it. Su Qingni has character problems when she was climbing over the wall. After clicking in and reading it, she knew what was going on and immediately started to expose the truth. Zizleshu, everyone, please stop scolding. Su Qingni did not fake it. She did go to Harvard University to study. The Tonight Chicken Eater did not see Su Qingni at Harvard University because Su Qingni had graduated from Harvard University and entered the Massachusetts Institute of Technology to pursue a master's degree. Yes, you read it right. Su Qingni completed 4 years of college credits in just 1 year and graduated from Harvard in just 1 year. P.S. I am a student majoring in mechanical automation at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Our MIT mechanical automation major is ranked first, much better than Harvard. Because of this, Su Qingni chose to go to MIT for further studies. P.S. Again, Su Qingni is not only my senior sister, but also my teacher. She gave us lectures instead of the professor. Here are the photos. Picture 1 JPG, Picture 2 JPG, Picture 3 JPG. Pictures speak the truth. Everyone was shocked, and the wind on the internet turned again. Complete 4 years of credits in 1 year. It's unimaginable. After the top students of Harvard University, he is now a master's student of MIT. They are all world-class universities. I'm so lucky to be admitted to one of them, but he got into 2. This is amazing. He is no longer a top student, but a god of learning. So the title of Star God of Learning began to be called out, and it was firmly placed on Li Zijie, the top student star, making Li Zijie so angry that she wanted to vomit blood. Her reputation was affected again because of this incident. Because Eat Chicken Tonight was her fan, the false post he posted almost ruined Su Qingni's reputation. When netizens denounced Eat Chicken Tonight, they also brought Li Zijie into the conversation and questioned her. Who told her to have a grudge against Su Qingni? They were both top student stars before. Because of this incident, many netizens remembered that a year ago, Li Zijie's fans clamored that their idol would definitely be able to enter Harvard University. After sneering, they posted comments asking Li Zijie when she would be admitted to Harvard University. At that time, she must post the admission notice online for everyone to see. So, The entire internet was flooded with it when will Li Zujia enter Harvard. Li Zujia vomited blood when she saw it, and she couldn't help but blame her fans for talking without thinking and roasting her on the fire. There was no way. Li Zujia could only post to Weibo that she was now focused on work and had no time to study abroad. When netizens saw this Weibo, some expressed understanding, some sneered, and a few people who knew the truth shook their heads. A few people knew that because Li Zujia entered the entertainment industry, she missed classes seriously in her last year of college, failed all professional courses, and did not get a diploma. On the day of getting the diploma, Li Zujia used the excuse of having a job to not go to school, so most people didn't know that Li Zujia's diploma was not included. The turmoil in the domestic entertainment industry did not affect Su Qingni. She studied hard, absorbed the knowledge of her major, and learned some knowledge of other related majors. It took another year for Su Qingni to complete her master's credits and enter doctoral studies. Her teacher admired her very much and invited her to join his laboratory. Su Qingni left the laboratory after working in it for a year and began to make what she wanted to make by herself. After completing her doctoral defense and obtaining her doctorate, Su Qingni had finished what she made. She made a simulated smart butler. This smart butler is incomparable to the robot smart butlers on the market. This simulated intelligent butler not only has a real-life appearance, but also has a full range of functions. It can help the owner manage household affairs, clean the house, wipe windows and do cleaning. It can cook, wash dishes, it can wash clothes and sew clothes, it can take care of babies and children, and can also give children enlightenment lessons, teach them to recognize words and count, take them to sing, dance and play games. It can record the owner's itinerary and remind the owner on time. It can be used as a bodyguard to protect the safety of the owner and the family. It can. As soon as this simulated intelligent butler was launched, the household robot market was hit hard. Su Qingni became a billionaire and a world-famous scientist because of this simulated robot. After 5 years, Su Qingyi's name once again made the headlines in China. This time, not only the entertainment section, but also the economic section and current affairs section were all contracted by Su Qingyi. Many netizens were surprised and knelt down to Su Qingyi. Those who said Su Qingyi has low academic qualifications, please come out. Look at her, she is the youngest scientist and has a PhD. Who among you can compare to her? Aren't those who say she has low academic qualifications fans of some top student star? Humph, they always boast that they are top students and belittle others. These are fans of other stars. Li Zujia offended many people when she entered the entertainment industry. Oh my god. Su Qingyi's experience is enough to write a biography, right? It's definitely a counterattack biography. It's so slapping. It feels so good to slap her in the face. Su Qingyi was born an orphan and was admitted to university, but because he had no money to study, he had to play a supporting role and enter the entertainment industry. If Su Qingyi had parents and a good family background, he might have graduated with a doctorate many years ago and developed a simulated intelligent butler. Those who have a good family background and a good academic degree should take a break and stop stepping on Su Qingyi. Su Qingyi's experience is full of positive energy. What positive energy? Being supported by a sponsor is also positive energy. The person above is a fan of a certain academic tyrant, right? It seems that the person being supported now is your idol. Chapter 86, Academic Star VI. Su Qingni did not stay abroad, but accepted the invitation of the country and returned to China. When reporters heard the news of Su Qingni's return, they all ran to the airport to meet her and wanted to interview Su Qingni. Many fans of Su Qingyi also ran to the airport to meet her. Su Qingyi's original fans all ran away because of the black material at the time. These fans became her fans after seeing Su Qingyi's Harvard admission letter. These people are fans of her academic god personality and her hard work. They are more loyal and determined than the previous fans. One of the fans started a live broadcast at the request of other fans who could not come to the airport. Everyone wanted to see Su Qingni, who returned to China as soon as possible. After waiting for about an hour, Su Qingni walked out of the airport. Reporters and fans immediately surrounded her. Su Qingni did not feel any shock or discomfort in the face of such a scene. Not to mention herself, even the original Su Qingyi has been in the entertainment industry for so many years and is also very adapted to the current situation. Su Qingni smiled at everyone. Su Qingyi was originally very beautiful. After Su Qingni's consciousness entered her body, no matter how busy or tired she was, She did not forget to take care of this body. Today, Su Qingni looks more beautiful and radiant than 5 years ago. Her temperament is also different from that of Su Qingni in the entertainment industry. Everyone guessed that it was because she had read more books and had money, so her temperament was naturally different, so noble and elegant. Reporters felt that the actresses in the entertainment industry were not as good as this one. If this one entered the entertainment industry again, she would definitely beat all the young beauties. However, how could a respected scientist enter the entertainment industry again? A reporter asked Su Qingni this question, and Su Qingni shook her head. I still have a lot of things to do, and I don't have time to play in the entertainment industry. Everyone looked as if it was true for this answer. The reporters asked a lot of questions, of course. They also touched on some of the questions when Su Qingni was in the entertainment industry. Su Qingni answered them very skillfully, impeccably, and the reporters were amazed. This ability to deal with the media is amazing. A reporter asked, Su Qingni, who is this handsome guy behind you? Is he your boyfriend? Everyone noticed the man behind Su Qingni from the beginning. This man is so handsome, his facial features can be described as perfect, his figure is even better, he is strong and slender, and his temperament is even more noble. The reporters can be sure that there is no male god with such a handsome face in the entire entertainment industry. The fans are also looking forward to Su Qingni's answer with burning eyes. They think that such a handsome man is very suitable for their idol. Su Qingni smiled slightly and gave an answer that surprised everyone. This is my exclusive simulated intelligent butler. It is called Tai. Yes, Tai. Because the appearance of this simulated intelligent butler is made according to the appearance of Donghuang Tai. First love is the most beautiful thing. Since Donghuang Tai has no chance with me, I secretly made a lifelike robot that looks like him to serve me. I am so happy. Everyone was shocked. Such a handsome boy is not a real person, but a lifelike robot. It's incredible. The people who were watching the live broadcast were also shocked. Many people were licking the screen for the boy, but now they were told that the boy is not a real person. Why is such a handsome boy not a real person? If he is a real person, I will definitely marry him. Fuck. Where did my eyes go? Su Qingni is so amazing that he actually created an artificial human. It's not an artificial human. After all, the intelligence of simulated robots is not very high. Even if it's not an artificial human, it's amazing. After Su Qingni's simulated intelligent butler came out, I only paid a little attention to it and didn't pay much attention to it, because that thing is too expensive and I can't afford it. Now I have decided that I must work hard to make money and save money, and then buy a smart butler as handsome as brother Tai. I also want to save money. I want to buy a beautiful smart butler. Haha, I'm not short of money. I'll go online and order one immediately. I heard that the appearance of the intelligent butler can be customized according to the customer's requirements. Although the price is twice as expensive as usual, I'm not short of money. Kill the rich man upstairs with a 40-meter-long sword. Kill the rich man. Kill the rich man. It's not that I can't bear it, but I have some savings. I can't afford a specially customized smart butler, but I can buy a regular smart butler. I want to buy one too. Because of Tai's smart butler, the sales of simulated smart butlers suddenly soared. Niangniang Pingxin saw the report on Su Qingni on the computer and frowned slightly. He didn't want to admit that he had made a mistake, but now he had to admit that he really made a mistake, mistaking pearls for fish eyes and just casually discarded them. Niangniang Pingxin was unhappy, but he was a very proud person. He abandoned people at the beginning, and now even if he regretted it, he would not go back to find Su Qingni. Li Zujia smashed her mobile phone. Damn Su Qingni, why does she always put pressure on her? Why doesn't she just quit the entertainment industry like mud? Why did she get into Harvard University? Why did she get into MIT? Why did she become a doctor? Why did she develop a simulated smart butler? Damn. It was because of Su Qingni that her title of academic star became a joke. How can an academic star compare to a god of learning star? Suddenly, the mobile phone on the ground rang. The quality of this brand of mobile phone is really good. It was not broken even after Li Zujia smashed it so hard. Li Zujia didn't want to answer it, but she was afraid of missing important news, so she had to pick up the phone. Seeing that the phone screen showed that it was a call from her agent, Li Zujia answered the phone reluctantly. Zujia, tell me, did you not get your graduation certificate from X university? The agent asked on the phone. Li Zujia was shocked. How did the agent know about this? I asked the counselor not to tell anyone about this. Sister Chu, what are you talking about? I have graduated, how could I not get my graduation certificate? Li Zujie forced a smile. The agent snorted coldly, you even concealed it from me. Don't you want me to help you? Okay, then I won't interfere in this matter. After that, the agent hung up the phone directly. This artist has too many ideas, and relying on the financial sponsor as a backer, she doesn't listen to her agent at all. She has had enough of her. Chapter 87, Academic Star 7. The agent had had enough of Li Zujie and didn't want to work with her any longer. Since Li Zujie even concealed the truth from her, she would just ignore her and let her find her sponsor. She had a lot of things to take care of. She had a popular actor who was as famous as Li Zujie, and several children with good qualifications. They were more worthy of her help. After being hung up by her agent, Li Zujie didn't want to be angry with her agent. She was worried that if the fact that she didn't have a college diploma was exposed, her image as a top student would be ruined. Li Zujie quickly called her college counselor. After hearing the inquiry, the counselor said that she didn't tell anyone that Li Zujie didn't have a diploma. Li Zujie hung up the phone with a frown on her face. The counselor didn't say, so how did the agent know? What she was most worried about now was that the media would know about this, and then everyone would know about it. Li Zujie was anxious, but she couldn't do anything about it now. She had also built some connections in the entertainment industry, but the diploma thing was a secret that couldn't be known to others, so naturally she couldn't ask those connections for help. She didn't want to let her biggest connection, Niangniang, know about it. Over the years, her confidence had been worn out by Niangniang. This person's heart was like an ice cube, and no matter how she tried to please him, she couldn't melt his heart. Over the years, Niangniang still didn't fall in love with her, and even recently became annoyed with her. In the end, she could only follow Ning's mother's way and let her mother come forward to force Niangniang to marry her. As a result, Niangniang didn't even listen to her mother's words. Instead, he hated her even more because of this matter, and even showed his intention to cancel the support some time ago. How could this be possible? Without Niangniang's support, how could she survive in the entertainment industry? It would only be like when Su Qingni was terminated from the support relationship, and all kinds of black material would be framed. You know, she has offended too many people in the entertainment industry over the years. But she doesn't have the ability of Su Qingni, who is able to be admitted to Harvard University and change the entire network's view of her with the admission letter from Harvard University. Li Zujie bit her lower lip tightly. If she couldn't go to Niangniang, who else could she ask for help? In the end, Li Zujie could only call her agent, but unfortunately, the agent's phone was not connected and the other party seemed very busy. Li Zujie didn't get through to her agent all night. If there was no trick, she would not deserve the title of academic star. But what does it matter if she knows? Who told her to offend her agent? In the morning, Li Zujie, who was not in the mood to eat breakfast, opened the internet again. She thought the topic headline was still Su Qingni, who had just returned to China. However, she was horrified to find that the headline was actually her, Li Zujie. Academic star has water. Li Zujie didn't graduate from X university at all. Li Zujie spent her senior year in the entertainment industry, her grades dropped, and she couldn't get a graduation certificate. The person who broke the news was not Li Zujie's counselor at the time, but one of her classmates. This female classmate was also a top student. Her grades were better than Li Zujie's, but she didn't look as good as Li Zujie, so she was not as popular among her classmates as Li Zujie, which made this female classmate jealous of Li Zujie. After graduation, this female classmate studied for a master's degree at the school and then stayed on to work. Once when sorting out the student information from the outside world, she found out that Li Zujie had not received her graduation certificate. This female classmate did not want Li Zujie to have an easy time, so she broke the truth to the entertainment reporter and earned some money to buy cosmetics. The internet is very lively now, and all netizens are discussing the collapse of Li Zujie's personality. Many people have ridiculed it. The personality will become boring after a long time, otherwise many people in the entertainment industry will not continue to seek change. What's more, Li Zujie has been away from college for 5 years, and she is still hyping the personality of a top student, which is no longer worthy of the name. Li Zujie's opponents in the entertainment industry have also made efforts. The water army fishes in troubled waters, and Li Zujie's image is getting worse and worse. In just 2 days, Li Zujia's reputation plummeted, and her fans left in large numbers. The earliest batch of loyal fans were very disappointed with Li Zujia and also left one after another. Li Zujia's original number of fans of 50 million has dropped to only 30 to 50 million in a blink of an eye. Those 30 to 50 million are zombie fans given by the Weibo system. Li Zujia no longer cared about anything else and hurried to find Niangniang Pingxin, hoping that Niangniang Pingxin would help her. However, what she got was Niangniang Pingxin's answer that he would stop supporting her. She saw a young and elegant girl leaning against Niangniang Pingxin. Li Zujia suddenly remembered that when Su Qingni came to Niangniang Pingxin, she leaned on Niangniang Pingxin's arms like that. Haha, is this a matter of time? Li Zujia was smarter than Su Qingni at the time. She knew that Niangniang Pingxin's decision would not be changed. If she made a fuss again, she would be completely banned by Niangniang Pingxin like Su Qingni at the time, and she would get nothing. Li Zujia was very rational. Since she couldn't get it, or should I say, she couldn't get the position of a rich family's young lady, she would get the biggest benefit she could get. The expression on Li Zujia's face changed. She stared at Niangniang Pingxin calmly and said lightly, "President Ning, I have been with you for so many years and wasted so much of my youth. You have to give me some compensation, right?" Niangniang Pingxin stared at this side of Li Zujia with wide eyes, a sight he had never known before. In the past, did Li Zujia always act in front of her? Sure enough, there was something wrong with her eyes. "I have given you a lot of resources over the years, bought you a lot of jewelry, and a house. What else do you want?" Niangniang Pingxin asked coldly. Li Zujia said indifferently, "With my own ability, even if you didn't give me those resources, I could get them myself, at most it would be a little troublesome. As for jewelry and houses, haha, President Ning, don't you think it's too cheap to send me away with such a small amount of things? You are a domineering president who can make tens of millions in a minute." Niangniang Pingxin frowned and asked, "How much do you want?" Li Zujia stretched out her right hand and spread out her 5 fingers, 50 million. "My youth loss compensation." Niangniang Pingxin picked up his mobile phone and immediately transferred money to Li Zujia. The notification sound of Li Zujia's mobile phone rang, and she saw a text message notifying that a huge sum of 50 million had been transferred into her account. Seeing this money, Li Zujia was not in a good mood. 5 years of her youth were only exchanged for these 50 million. She looked at the girl next to Niangniang Pingxin. She knew this woman, a rising star in the entertainment industry. She was pure in appearance and became famous because of a campus idol drama. She was called the nation's first love. Chapter 88, Academic Star 8. Li Zujia saw the woman showing a smug smile towards her, looking like a winner, and she sneered in her heart. Her eyes moved around the girl's face and finally landed on her eyes. Such eyes made her familiar. She had a pair of similar eyes, and Su Qingni also had a pair of similar eyes. If someone carefully observed, they would find that this girl had 2 or 3 points of imagination with her and Su Qingni. Stupid woman. Do you think you are the winner? In fact, it is just another substitute that Niangniang Pingxin is looking for. The current me is the future her. When Niangniang Pingxin gets tired of her, he will abandon her and look for another substitute. Li Zujia was very decisive. After getting 50 million, she left a message on Weibo, leaving a sentence "Goodbye Jianghu" and went abroad. She was not as capable as Su Qingni, and could not get into Harvard, but she spent money to study in an ordinary university. Anyway, when she returns to China, she can also say that she is an international student and a sea turtle. The university is not far from Hollywood. Every holiday, Li Zujia goes to Hollywood to try her luck and find opportunities. She is used to the prosperity in the entertainment industry, but she is unwilling to leave the entertainment industry. Now, she can't stay in the domestic entertainment industry anymore, so she changed her approach and started from the foreign entertainment industry. She believed that she would be able to return to China one day. Just like when Su Qingni returned to China. Hollywood now attaches great importance to the huge market of China, so there are Oriental characters in many movies. Li Zujia has been in the entertainment industry for 5 years, and her acting skills have been honed. She seized the opportunity and finally got a small supporting role. Even though it was a small supporting role, Li Zujia also treated it carefully, and her acting skills were better than many important supporting roles. The director saw it and admired Li Zujia very much, so he recommended her to his good friend, another director. In this way, Relying on the recommendation of these directors, Li Zujia got more roles. She also joined the Actors Association. The information shows that her major is acting. Yes, Li Zujia studied acting at the University of the United States. This is a plus point, plus her excellent acting skills, beautiful appearance, and at the same time very dedicated and cautious treatment of every role. Li Zujia has a very good reputation in Hollywood, and directors like such actors. In this way, Li Zujia opened up the situation in Hollywood. From a small supporting role to an important supporting role to the heroine, Li Zujia successfully gained a foothold in Hollywood. When the news came back to China, people in China were dumbfounded. The reason was a post. The post revealed that Su Qingni and Li Zujia had both been kept by Niangniang. When the two were abandoned, they were all blackened by the whole network and were forced to leave China to develop abroad. Then what? Su Qingni is a top student of Harvard and MIT. She is the youngest scientist. She has become a billionaire with her inventions and has won glory for the country. Li Zujia did not get a diploma from a domestic university, but she got a university diploma abroad. Although the gold content is not as high as Harvard and MIT, it is also a foreign university. Li Zujia's operation finally maintained her personality as a top student star. Not only that, Li Zujia also broke into Hollywood, and gained a foothold in Hollywood and became an international superstar. The success of the two women was after being abandoned by Niangniang. Does Niangniang have a good vision or not? If he had bad vision, how could he choose two such outstanding girls to support? If he had good vision, why did he abandon them before they grew up? Netizens at Niangniang, asking him how he felt now? Did he regret it? Asked him how he chose his support objects? By the way, asked him when he would abandon his current support object, and then asked him in which direction he wanted to develop in the future. They were waiting for his support object to become another successful woman. Niangniang's face was so dark that water could drip out. He is now famous all over the country, but not that kind of good reputation, but a stupid sponsor who can't recognize gold and jade. Now everyone looks at him strangely. How can Niangniang bear it? In the end, Niangniang transferred his family's property and went abroad where many people didn't know him. His support object was naturally abandoned. Reporters came to ask the support object about her future plans. What could the support object answer? She has no plans. She does not have the ability of Su Qingni and Li Zujia. Unlike them, one is a god of learning and the other is a tyrant of learning. She is just a student from a drama academy. Her professional grades are just barely passing. Her acting skills are not particularly good. She can only become a second-tier female star in the entertainment industry with her face and the resources given by Niangniang. Now that she does not have Niangniang's resources, she does not know how to find resources in the future. Those directors who knew her acting skills used to sell Niangniang's face to let her act. Now that there is no Niangniang's support, the director will not want a face without acting skills. So, this support object gradually fell in the entertainment industry, disappointing those netizens who were full of hope for her. It turns out that not every woman supported by Niangniang can succeed. Only Su Qingni and Li Zujia are special cases. 8 years later, Li Zujia became an Oscar winner, and she was reported all over the country and abroad. The domestic entertainment industry flatters Li Zujia in various ways, without any trace of the various trampling and ridicule that Li Zujia had before leaving China. While everyone was happily praising Li Zujia for the honor, they remembered another successful woman, Su Qingni, who had a similar experience to Li Zujia. This Su Qingni has not appeared in front of the public for a long time. What is she doing? Everyone understands that scientists are not stars. They rarely appear in front of work, but quietly conduct their own research, but everyone is really curious and concerned about Su Qingni. Li Zujia has achieved success again, so what about Su Qingni? So many years? Has she achieved other results? Is she going to rely on the achievement of simulated intelligent housekeeper for a lifetime? In fact, many people rely on one achievement to make a living for a lifetime, but everyone saw Li Zujia's success again, so they also had excessive expectations for Su Qingni. However, Su Qingni did not live up to their expectations. Su Qingni was at home, drinking the black tea made for her by the housekeeper Tai, eating the cakes made for her by Tai, and comfortably browsing Weibo with her mobile phone, really enjoying it. I wonder what expression Donghuang Tai would have when he saw this scene. Oh, Su Qingni smiled when she saw the reports about Li Zujia on the internet. This woman was smart, decisive, and capable. It was not unfair that the original owner Su Qingni lost to her. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelists. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 89, Academic Starline. Su Qingni looked at the expectations of everyone on the internet, smiled and called her assistant. Have you made an appointment with Director Li for the time to release the new results? The assistant replied, yes, a new results release conference will be held at Ditton Park at 10:30 next Monday morning. Director Li said that at that time, not only domestic and foreign reporters will be invited, but also leaders of many countries will be invited to participate. Our country's #1 leader will also attend this conference. When Su Qingni heard this grand invitation list, she smiled and said, this is going to be a heavenly rhythm. The assistant also smiled and replied, Dr. Su, the things you researched are meant to go to heaven. Su Qingni hung up the phone and posted a message on her Weibo, which she hadn't touched for a long time. See you at Ditton Park at 10:30 next Monday morning. As soon as the Weibo was sent out, it was noticed by people who were always paying attention to Su Qingni, and they immediately forwarded it. Su Qingni posted on Weibo, it looks like there is good news. Is this a competition with Li Zujia? Competition is good, it's healthy competition. We can see two outstanding women achieve better results. I'll look forward to what results Su Qingni will release this time. The simulated intelligent butler is really awesome, and today's results should be even stronger than the simulated intelligent butler, right? Guess what it will be? It won't be a real android. No way? If an android is really made, will society become chaotic in the future? Will androids dominate the world, and humans become livestock raised by androids? The person above has read too many novels. No, the person above is preparing for a rainy day. I don't think so. The country should not allow research on android technology at this stage. I guess it's a maglev car, the most common product of future technology. The most common product of future technology is the spaceship. Could it be that Su Qingni has developed a spaceship that can take humans out of the solar system? Did Su Qingni study aerospace physics? Aren't people allowed to take more majors? Aren't many scientists also doing research in other disciplines? That's right. Do you think it will be a holographic online game? It would be great if it is a holographic online game. The legendary holographic online game. I am looking forward to it. Li Zujia was also browsing her phone. Seeing Su Qingni's Weibo and netizens' discussions, Li Zujia no longer had the jealousy and resentment she had before. After going through so much, her mentality has been well maintained. Su Qingni and she are not on the same circle. She is in the entertainment circle and Su Qingni is in the technology circle. There is no conflict of interest between us. Why should we be jealous of Su Qingni? Wouldn't it make you unhappy? Do you know that you are jealous of others? Do you take it seriously? So, just live your own life well, why bother so much? On the internet, many netizens are still guessing what Su Qingni's latest research results are. They are happy to guess, but Su Qingni did not give any answer. Netizens from Shengjing City agreed to go to Ditton Park to watch the press conference on the day of the press conference. Time passed quickly, and it was Monday in a blink of an eye. Su Qingni dressed up in formal clothes early in the morning, and was taken to the rest area of Ditton Park with Taiyai and her assistant. Here, she met many important figures in this country. Su Qingni shook hands and greeted these people one by one under the introduction of Director Li. She and these bigwigs waited in the rest area for more than half an hour, and the country's #1 leader also arrived. Su Qingni was praised by the #1 leader and praised by the #1 leader as a national treasure-level scientist. At this time, outside Ditton Park, netizens who wanted to see the scene were stopped outside by armed police comrades. Except for reporters with specific entry passes, no one else was allowed to enter Ditton Park. Netizens were very dissatisfied, but there was no way. If they were not allowed to enter, they could not slip in. It was really that the defense here was too strict. However, these netizens came here with great difficulty, and they were unwilling to leave just like that, so they all stayed outside the gate of Ditton Park, wanting to wait for the result. People gathered outside the cordon in 2s and 3s, and then everyone saw an incredible scene. A long convoy arrived at the gate of Ditton Park, And then they saw the #1 leader of their country coming to the gate with a lot of bigwigs, seemingly to welcome guests. Then, they saw bigwigs coming down one after another from the stopped convoy: the President of the United States, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, the President of the Perfume Kingdom. The mouths of the netizens at the scene were so big that they could stuff an egg in. The mouths of the netizens who saw this scene through the live broadcast also opened wide and could not close for a long time. What kind of big achievement did Su Qingni make this time that attracted so many bigwigs to the scene? Everyone saw that Su Qingni was mixed in a group of bigwigs and followed the #1 leader to welcome the foreign guests. Everyone is now looking forward to the release of Su Qingni's achievements. Everyone is anxious and hopes that the progress of the press conference will be faster and faster. The people at the press conference are not as anxious as the netizens, and even if they are really anxious, they can't see it on the surface. The press conference was going on in an orderly manner. No one really listened to the leader's speeches until Su Qingni appeared on the stage. Immediately, everyone's attention was focused, and they all stared at Su Qingni with bright eyes, waiting for her to announce her research results. Su Qingni smiled slightly and said, "Looking at your expressions, it seems that you know what I have researched, right? Then I won't keep you in suspense and reveal the truth directly." After that, Su Qingni suddenly raised his right hand to the top of his head, clenched his fist, and only pointed his index finger in one direction. Everyone was puzzled. What does this mean? Su Qingni smiled. "Everyone will know if you look in the direction I point." Everyone immediately looked up at the sky in the direction Su Qingni knew, and the live broadcast camera also turned to the sky over there. The sky was blue and the sun was shining, and there was nothing unusual. Just when everyone was puzzled, 3 black spots suddenly appeared in everyone's sight. The black spots became larger and larger, as if something was flying over from the sky. Is it a plane? Could it be that Su Qingni has researched the latest type of plane? Some netizens speculated. No. Another netizen rejected it. No matter how advanced a new aircraft is, it is impossible to attract so many big names in the world. Is it a maglev car? Spaceship. Spaceship flies in the universe, not in the sky. Gundam. Chapter 90, Academic Star 10. Gundam. Transformers. Iron Man. Mech. It's a mech. The black dots finally showed their appearance, and they were mechas. Mechas flying in the sky. Ever since mechas, a product of the future world, appeared in science fiction novels, movies and TV, mechas have become the dream of many young people. Who doesn't want to have a mech as cool as Gundam? Why is Iron Man so popular? Because of his cool steel mech and the powerful abilities given to him by the mech. Nowadays, real mechas have appeared in front of everyone. They are not exoskeletons that have entered the field of use today, but real mechas. The mechas did not land on the ground, but performed various displays in the sky and fought each other. Su Qingni explained them in various aspects below. A laser knife appeared in the hand of a mech, and with a light chop, a rockery not far away was split in half. Su Qingni described the power of the laser knife, and then said, "As for other more powerful weapons of mass destruction such as laser guns, laser cannons and plasma cannons, they cannot be displayed today." Everyone expressed understanding. If such large-scale weapons were displayed, the entire Ditton Park, no, even the entire Shengjing city would be razed to the ground. The internet has gone crazy. In addition to licking the 3 mechas, everyone is worshipping Su Qingni. What is Lizujia? How can an Oscar winner be compared with a scientist who can invent a mecha? There is an Oscar winner every year, but there is only one scientist who can develop a mecha. Men can only use to express their excitement. Girls are better, but they are also very excited. Many girls also want to drive a mecha to play. Everyone is looking forward to the mass production of mechas, so that everyone can afford mechas and drive mechas. However, at this stage, everyone's expectations can only be dreams. The country now controls the manufacture and use of mechas, and ordinary people can only drool at the mechas on TV and in computers. With mechas as a deterrent, all the countries that were ready to move around have become calm, and other major countries are also committed to building good relations with the flower country, and obtaining the qualifications to purchase mechas through cooperation with the flower country. Nowadays, the flower country can be said to be the most powerful country in the world. As the biggest contributor, Su Qingni's name has been recorded in the history books. Her current height is beyond the reach of Lizujia, not to mention other actresses who have been supported by Ning's Hongchuan. Those actresses worship her as their ancestor and list Li Zujia as their ultimate goal. They dare not imagine Su Qingni's achievements, but if they work hard, they still have 1 or 2 hopes to achieve Li Zujia's achievements, right? Even if they can't achieve it, it's not bad to achieve the same achievements as Li Zujia. Su Qingni and Li Zujia, 2 legendary figures from the entertainment industry, their experiences have been made into movies and TV series, and will be passed down forever. As for Niangniang Pingxin, because of the 2 women, his name was also remembered by everyone, and he was remembered as the representative of Big Pig's hoof. I am the dividing line of a new world. When Su Qingni entered this world, she also saw the soul of her original body. This handsome boy who died in an accident had not figured out the situation yet, and stared at his own body with wide eyes. Su Qingni covered her face. Damn. She turned from a female to a male in this world. Who are you? Are you my long-lost twin brother? The original owner of the sand sculpture, Su Qingni, asked stupidly. The child has not realized that he is dead yet. When he saw his own body, he thought he saw someone who was exactly the same as himself. No, I am the god on the mouths of mortals. Su Qingni reached out and touched the head of the original body, ruffling the hair of the original body like ruffling a puppy's head. Others can't touch the original body, but she can. Now I'm using your body, so what you see is your body, not your twin brother, and you are already a ghost. I'm a ghost. Su Qingni laughed. Brother, don't joke with me, there are no ghosts in the world. Su Qingni smiled slightly. Your phone is right there, go pick it up. What are you doing with the phone? Su Qingni reached out to take the phone in confusion, but his right hand actually pierced through the phone. Su Qingni was shocked. What is this situation? Su Qingni said softly, silly child, think back to the situation before you died. Su Qingni closed his eyes involuntarily with a sound, and scenes of memory appeared in his mind. He is Su Qingni, an orphan who was abandoned at birth. He lived in an orphanage until he was 16 years old. Because of his beautiful appearance, he was spotted by a scout and joined the entertainment industry. He formed a group with 2 other teenagers of the same age and debuted together. All 3 boys are beautiful boys, each with their own characteristics, and they are also very good at singing and dancing. Therefore, they are very popular with young girls and have become the most popular group in the country. 5 years later, the 3 boys have grown up, and the combination is no longer as popular as before. Therefore, the group disbanded and the 3 boys went solo. Su Qingni is the worst of the 3. Among the 3, Zhang Zhe, whose parents are in the entertainment industry and have connections to provide for their son, Meng Xiaoqing is a rich second-generation young master, and his family uses money to pave the way for him in the entertainment industry. Only Su Qingni is an orphan. He has been in the entertainment industry for 5 years. Because the agent has always protected the 3 people well before, Su Qingni has not seen too much darkness in the entertainment industry, but he has not made many connections. After going solo, Su Qingni has no other way to get a job except the job found for him by the agent, so he is the one who is not doing well among the 3. But even if it is not good, Su Qingni is now a second-tier traffic star. Recently, he took on a role in a fairy tale drama, and then something went wrong while he was hanging on the wire, and he fell from midair. So, I fell to death. Su Qingni pointed at himself and asked Su Qingni. Su Qingni nodded. I died? My life has just begun, how could I die? Su Qingni couldn't accept it. Su Qingni sat on the hospital bed and listened to Su Qingni chattering without interrupting him. Anyone who finds out that he is dead will not be able to accept it. After a long while, Su Qingni stopped chattering, wiped his face, and said to Su Qingni, Great God, do you know how to report to the underworld? Su Qingni couldn't help but raise her eyebrows. This kid is quite open-minded. He accepted the fact of his death so quickly. Chapter 91 Relaxed Entertainment Circle 1. Are you going to the underworld now? Su Qingni asked. How can I not go? I'm already dead. Going to the underworld earlier can help me get in line and reincarnate earlier. Su Qingni smiled and said, maybe in my next life I will have a father, a mother, and relatives who love me, and I will no longer be an orphan. Every orphan has the obsession of wanting relatives. Su Qingni nodded, well, you will have parents and relatives who love you in your next life, and you will be happy all your life. Thank you for your blessing. Su Qingni said, Great God, I will give my body to you, I hope you will take good care of it. Don't worry. Su Qingni said, This is what I will use for the next few decades. I will definitely take good care of it. Su Qingni came forward curiously and asked, Great God, why do you want to use my body to stay in the human world? If you want to be immortal, why don't you choose to reincarnate? Reincarnation starts from a baby. I don't want to. Su Qingni said, Before you report to the underworld, I will give you a gift. What gift? Su Qingni was puzzled and full of expectations. This is a gift from the gods. This is a gift that guarantees you can be reborn as soon as possible and have a happy and smooth next life. Su Qingni said as she cast a seal, which flew into Su Qingni's body, and also separated a trace of merit and virtue into Su Qingni's body. Although the underworld of this world is still only a projection of the netherworld, it also recognizes the goddess Pingxin. Su Qingni's seal carries the aura of the goddess Pingxin. When Su Qingni enters the underworld, the people in the underworld will definitely not embarrass him when they feel the aura on the seal, and will open the door for him and arrange for his reincarnation. And that trace of merit can bring good luck to Su Qingni, so that he can be safe and smooth in his next life. These are her compensation for occupying someone else's body. In fact, Su Qingni is already dead, and his body is useless. It's a waste to give it to Su Qingni. But since there is a chance to meet the soul of the original owner of the body, let's make a small compensation. Su Qingni waved her hand, and the passage to the underworld appeared. She said to Su Qingni, Go ahead. Su Qingni nodded to Su Qingni to express his gratitude and walked into the passage. When the passage disappeared, Su Qingni fell back tiredly and collapsed on the hospital bed. It was a bit difficult to use magic with such an injured body. Although it had no effect on her, it had a greater impact on this body. However, the restrictions on Su Qingni in this world were not as strict as in the previous world. This world was more lenient, and the rules of the world were the same as the world where Su Qingni was. This time, Su Qingni did not transfer a small storage bag from her original body, but tried her best to transfer a pill to treat the hidden injuries in her body. Su Qingni's body has been dancing and working hard since he was a teenager. In addition, he was malnourished in the orphanage and was in poor health. Some hidden injuries have accumulated in his body. This time he fell from mid-air again. Although the doctor tried his best to treat him, his internal organs could not be completely healed and some hidden injuries have accumulated. When she was young, Su Qingni could still rely on her young body functions to avoid being affected by hidden injuries, but when she got older, hidden injuries broke out. Even if Su Qingni didn't die, she would be bedridden and in great pain. A dark red pill appeared in her palm. Su Qingni looked at it and fed it directly into her mouth. She closed her eyes and let the energy in the pill help her repair her body. The warm energy flowed in Su Qingni's body, repairing her body. Su Qingni felt very comfortable, so comfortable that she felt sleepy and fell asleep. The next day, Su Qingni was awakened by the sound outside. In the impatient department, there were only 6 or 7 days a day when the accompanying people got up and washed. Because of the original owner's identity, Su Qingni lived in a single room with good confidentiality, but Su Qingni's 5 senses were not the 5 senses of ordinary people. The sound outside the corridor came into her ears clearly. In addition to the voices of those accompanying people, Su Qingni also heard the sound of nurses entering each room to change the medicine and distribute the medicine. The nurse was getting closer and closer to her room, and Su Qingni simply sat up halfway and leaned against the wall waiting for the nurse to come in. The young nurse pushed open the door and walked in. Seeing Su Qingni sitting on the bed and looking at her, she was slightly startled, then smiled. Qingni, you woke up so early? How do you feel? Much better. Su Qingni smiled at the young nurse. This young nurse is a fan of Su Qingni. Since Su Qingni was admitted to the hospital, she has been very caring for Su Qingni. Yesterday, Su Qingni's assistant Ziozu had something at home, so he entrusted the young nurse to help take care of Su Qingni temporarily. The young nurse said happily, That's good. You will have good fortune in the future after surviving this disaster. Su Qingni smiled, Thank you for your good words. The young nurse gave Su Qingni's medicine to Su Qingni, and went to the water dispenser to help Su Qingni fill a cup of warm water, and handed it to Su Qingni. Take the medicine first. Su Qingni pretended to take the medicine and put the pill into her sleeve. The young nurse didn't notice Su Qingni's actions, and smiled happily. I will buy breakfast for you after I hand out the medicine. But I haven't handed over my shift yet, so I can't go outside the hospital to buy it. You can only buy it in our hospital cafeteria. Don't worry, The food in our hospital cafeteria tastes very good, and there are many varieties, including noodles and rice noodles of various flavors, meat buns, vegetarian buns, steamed dumplings, boiled eggs, tea eggs, fried eggs and brown sugar boiled eggs, as well as soy milk, fried dough sticks, bread, milk. What do you want to eat? Su Qingni ordered 2 things at random. Give me a cup of soy milk and 2 tea eggs. Just these 2? Isn't that too little? The young nurse asked with concern. Do you have a poor appetite? No, I usually only eat this in the morning. Su Qingni remembered the various restrictions on eating in the original body's memory, and sympathized with her. We artists can't eat as much as we want to maintain our figure. I usually don't eat dinner, and it's only now that I'm injured and hospitalized for recuperation that my agent allows me to have dinner. Come to think of it, the original body's agent was really harsh on the original body. This is not an agent who cares about the artist. During the time that the original body was in the hospital, she only saw the original body on the first day, and then she has not appeared since then. It is said that she is busy with another second-tier actress under her. Su Qingni decided that after being discharged from the hospital, she would terminate the cooperation with the agent and change to another agent. Ah, then you are so pitiful. The little nurse is a little foodie who loves to eat very much. When she heard that her idol couldn't eat freely and Lian couldn't even eat dinner, she felt very sympathetic for her idol. To get something, you have to pay more. Being a star is not just about the glamorous surface. Chapter 92 Relaxed Entertainment Circle 2. After giving the nurse a bowl of chicken soup and watching her leave the room with an expression of my idol is awesome, Su Qingni chuckled, picked up the original owner's phone, unlocked it, went online to the entertainment company where the original owner worked, and searched for the agent information of this entertainment company. However, the information posted on the internet was all glamorous, and it was impossible to tell what the person's character was like or how he treated his artists. Su Qingni looked around and didn't find a suitable agent, so she simply threw her phone aside. She remembered that the contract signed by the original owner with this agency seemed to be expiring. Since she didn't like the agent of this company, she would not renew the contract. If she found a suitable agent in the future, she would hire him to help her. If she couldn't find one, she would work alone. Even if this world couldn't use extraordinary powers, she had a way to grasp most of the dynamics in the entertainment industry. You know, she went to Earth specifically to learn computer hacking technology. Nowadays, the Earth has entered the 23rd century, technology has developed much more, and hacker skills have also evolved. Now, the hacking technology she has mastered is invincible in this world equivalent to the early 21st century on Earth. As long as there is an internet connection, she can get information from every corner of the world. She will know what's going on in the entertainment industry before anyone else. After sitting for a while, the nurse came again and brought the breakfast that Su Qingni specified. Su Qingni smiled and thanked her, and said to the nurse, "You go to work. I'm fine here and don't need anyone to take care of me. My assistant will come to the hospital soon." It seems that this assistant will also be changed. The nurse felt that her idol was gentle and polite. She was dazzled by Su Qingni's smile and left Su Qingni's ward in a daze. Su Qingni closed her eyes and began to practice martial arts. This world is the same as the world where Su Qingni is. It is impossible to practice immortal arts and other energies, and can only practice internal skills. She practiced the skills that Su Qingni gave to Su Qingxin and Su Qingyan, which can strengthen the body and prolong life. The foundation of this body is still too poor and needs long-term maintenance. By the time Su Qingni cultivated the first trace of internal force and entered Ganshan, it was already past 1 in the afternoon. The assistant Xiaozu who was supposed to come at 10:30 in the morning was nowhere to be seen. The young nurse had already changed shifts with someone else, and no one bought lunch for Su Qingni. Su Qingni turned on her mobile phone, downloaded the takeaway app software, and ordered a takeaway for herself. Half an hour later, the takeaway arrived, and Su Qingni started to eat lunch. Halfway through the meal, the door of the ward opened and the assistant Xiaozu walked in. "Qin Yi, why are you eating lunch now?" Su Qingni raised her head, looked at Xiaozu and smiled. "Why do you say I'm eating lunch at this time?" Xiaozu shrank his shoulders a little guilty. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Something happened at home, so I came late." Su Qingni restrained her smile and said lightly, "Since you have something going on at home, then you can go back." "Ah." Xiaozu was surprised and didn't understand what was going on for a while. Su Qingni said, "I will tell Sister Zhang that you don't need to be my assistant anymore. You can do whatever you want. You don't need to work for me now. Xiaozu now understood that Su Qingni was going to fire her. No, Qingni. Xiaozu hurried forward to beg Su Qingni. She thought Su Qingni was as soft-hearted as Su Qingni, and as long as she said sorry softly, Su Qingni would forgive her. Su Qingni picked up the phone and called the agent. Sister Zhang, Xiaozu has something going on at home and can't take care of me, so I asked her to go home and don't need her to be my assistant anymore. The agent who received the call understood it all at once. What family problems? I'm afraid that Xiaozu is lazy again. In the past, Su Qingni was kind-hearted and didn't mind, but now he is injured and in a bad mood, and he is unwilling to forgive Xiaozu's behavior. Anyway, she is just an assistant, so just fire her. Okay, I'll send you another assistant. Sister Zhang agreed. No, I'll ask the nurses in the hospital to help me hire a caregiver, so I won't need an assistant for the time being. Su Qingni refused the agent to send someone to her. Sister Zhang is now focused on another artist under her. This little flower has hooked up with a big sponsor. She must help Xiaohu to make plans, firmly grasp the sponsor, and get more resources from the sponsor. Okay, I'll help you arrange a new assistant after you are discharged from the hospital. Sister Zhang hung up the phone after she finished speaking. Su Qingni used the hands-free mode, and Xiaozu also heard what Sister Zhang said, and her face became very ugly. She didn't expect that she would lose her job just like that. You also heard what Sister Zhang said, let's go. Su Qingni said. Xiaozu didn't want to leave, and this time she left, it would really be over. It's not easy to find such a high salary and easy job, and it's not easy to find an employer with a good temper like Su Qingni. Look at the assistants of other stars, which one is as relaxed as hers? Qingni. Xiaozu wanted to beg Su Qingni to give her a chance. Su Qingni put on headphones, closed her eyes and listened to music. Seeing Su Qingni like this, Xiaozu knew that it was irreversible, so she could only leave the ward with her head down. At this time, she regretted very much. She regretted not listening to the advice of her friend who was also an assistant, and regretted relying on Su Qingni's good attitude to start to neglect her work without scruples. If she listened to Sister Zhang, she would definitely not help her arrange to follow other artists. Without a job, how could she mix in the entertainment industry in the future? Su Qingni didn't want to be arranged by Sister Zhang to do a job as soon as she was discharged from the hospital. Every time the doctor came to check her body, she would let her body pretend to have all kinds of problems, making the doctor think that she was injured too badly, causing problems with other functions, and needed to be treated and recuperated in the hospital. So, Su Qingni stayed in the hospital for a long time, until 2 months later, Su Qingni was discharged from the hospital. The day after being discharged from the hospital, Su Qingni went to the entertainment company and met Sister Zhang, the agent of her original body. Sister Zhang took out a schedule and placed it in front of Su Qingni. This is the work you will take on. Someone has already replaced you at Asking the Sky. But I have found another crew for you, an idol drama, and you will still be the second male lead. Before joining the crew, you will first participate in 2 variety shows to announce to the audience that you are completely well and have returned to the entertainment industry to increase your popularity. In addition, come with me to a dinner party tonight. Dinner party. Su Qingni raised her eyebrows. Sister Zhang, don't you know that I don't like dinner parties? Sister Zhang said impatiently, this is a different time. If you don't attend dinner parties, how can you get good resources? You should learn to be elegant. Chapter 93 Relaxed Entertainment Circle III. Gu Wenyi is the second-tier traffic star in Sister Zhang's hands. Now that she has found a sponsor and someone to support her, her upward trend is getting better and better. Su Qingni pushed the schedule to Sister Zhang and said lightly, Sister Zhang, I will not attend the so-called dinner party. These dinner parties sound good in name, but what about in reality? This Sister Zhang has gained a lot of benefits from Gu Wenyi's search for a sponsor. And now she is also thinking about being a brothel owner? Exclamation mark. Sister Zhang's face fell. You have to go even if you don't want to. You are an artist in my hands. You must do whatever I arrange for you to do. Su Qingni smiled. Sister Zhang, I am no longer your artist. My contract with the company expired 3 days ago, and I am now a free man. I think you are a noble person who forgets things easily and didn't notice that my contract expired. Sister Zhang's expression froze. She really forgot. She has been busy with Guanaya's affairs these days, and then because of this incident, she changed her mind and wanted to find sponsors for all the artists under her, so she ignored the expiration of Su Qingni's contract. Damn, why didn't the HR department notify her? Top hacker Su Qingni smiled. She had blocked the information about Su Qingni's contract in the entertainment company's HR department computer, and she unblocked it before coming to the company today. Su Qingni smiled at Sister Zhang. Sister Zhang, I have nothing to do with the company and you in the future, and I don't have to listen to you and attend the dinner. Sister Zhang took a deep breath and said, have you signed a contract with other economic companies? Su Qingni shook her head, not yet. Sister Zhang said, I asked the HR department to print a new contract, and we signed the new contract today. Su Qingni said, no, Sister Zhang, I don't want to sign another contract. Sister Zhang, you don't want to sign a contract with a company? You haven't signed a contract with other companies, don't you want to stay in the entertainment industry? Su Qingni, it depends on the situation, I want to rest for a while. Sister Zhang snorted, you have been resting for more than 2 months, and you still want to rest. Su Qingni, I have been recuperating for more than 2 months. I feel that my body has not been fully recovered, and I still need a long time to recuperate. Sister Zhang sarcastically, you are really precious. Su Qingni smiled, thank you for the compliment, Sister Zhang. Did I compliment you at that time? I was mocking you. Sister Zhang felt that Su Qingni in front of her was different, but she couldn't tell what the difference was. Since you are no longer my artist, I won't care about you anymore. Go to the Human Resources Department to handle the formalities and leave. Sister Zhang took back the schedule. The work on this schedule could not be wasted, so it was just right to be assigned to the other 2 male artists under her. Okay, then I'm leaving. Su Qingni stood up and said goodbye to Sister Zhang with a smile. Goodbye, Sister Zhang. Sister Zhang snorted coldly, not in the mood to care about the person she had given up. That's right, in her opinion, it was not Su Qingni who gave up her as an agent, but she gave up Su Qingni. She didn't need such an unmotivated and useless artist. The resignation procedures went smoothly. Because the contract expired and the artist's agent agreed, the Human Resources Department did not make things difficult for Su Qingni and helped her to handle the resignation according to the procedures. After walking out of the entertainment company, Su Qingni felt relaxed. Let's go have a good meal to reward yourself. Su Qingni walked to a 5-star hotel, a large shopping mall next to it. There was a seafood barbecue buffet restaurant on the top floor of the mall. For only 128 yuan per person, you can eat as much as you want. If you are full, there are drinks made with hawthorn to help you digest your food. Su Qingni is a celebrity anyway. Su Qingni didn't dare to make too much change. She only made a small cover when she went out, but she was still recognized. Someone took a photo of her eating the buffet with a mobile phone and posted it online. Shock. The popular young actor Su Qingni turned out to be a foodie, earning tens of millions, but eating a buffet that costs more than 100 yuan. Is he frugal or does he spend money like water? He has no money and can only eat buffets at medium and low prices? My husband is also so pleasing to the eye when he eats. Seeing this beautiful picture of eating, I ate 2 more bowls of rice. Is the buffet in XX restaurant really that delicious? When Su Qingni returned home and checked Weibo on her mobile phone, she found that she was on the hot search. Scratching her head, it's too easy to be on the hot search, right? If eating can be on the hot search, other stars would have been on it countless times. Su Qingni pinched her chin. Could it be that just like the modern dude in his previous life, she was born with good luck? In the entertainment company, Sister Zhang was also checking her mobile phone. Seeing the pictures on the hot search, Sister Zhang regretted that she shouldn't let Su Qingni, the artist, go easily. After checking the hot search, Su Qingni turned on the latest laptop she bought in the past 2 days. Her hands were moving on the keyboard like a butterfly flying through flowers, and one message or picture after another appeared on the screen. Su Qingni searched through the information, looking for resources and opportunities. There are many resources and opportunities in the entertainment industry, and there are many crews, but most of the opportunities provided by these crews are for artists with entertainment companies. Even those interviews for open recruitment of actors are also sent to the entertainment companies, and the entertainment companies arrange their artists to participate in the interviews. Individuals without agents and entertainment companies can't even get the news. Even if they get the news, it's too late in the end. I thought too simply before. I thought that if I got a role, I would go to the door in advance to promote myself, and the crew would give me the role. You have to know that there are many issues that the crew considers. In addition to the actor's acting skills, the background behind the actors must also be considered. Those actors with entertainment companies can bring investment, publicity, and other conveniences to the crew. What can a single person without background and company support bring to the crew? Su Qingni doesn't want to join an entertainment company and be restricted. If she wants to compete with others for roles, there is only one way: money. In the entertainment industry, there is nothing that money can't do. In the previous life of the modern dandy, why was his entertainment company so successful? In addition to having a good vision, finding a good director, and writing a good script, the most important thing is that I invested a lot of money. Why are director Chai's movies so popular? Because he invests a lot of money in each of his films, and the finished products are the best of the best, and the audience will pay for them. So, in the entertainment industry, money is really omnipotent. Oh, I have to find a way to make money again. Thinking of the hundreds of thousands of deposits in the original owner's bank account, Su Qingni put the money-making plan on the agenda. First, download a stock trading app, enter the stock market for analysis, and buy a few stocks that she expects to rise, leaving only 100,000 yuan in the account. Chapter 94, Relaxed Entertainment Circle 4. What can 100,000 yuan do? For ordinary people, 100,000 yuan can do a lot, but for a star in the entertainment industry, 100,000 yuan is not much, especially for a star who has just terminated the contract with a company and wants to work alone. Su Qingni decided to go to the Burmese border again. However, before she set off, someone came to her door. Looking at the two men in uniform, Su Qingni searched in the memories left by the original body to see if the original body was Jack the Ripper or something like that. Otherwise, why would the police come to her door? Mr. Su Qingni, we are prison guards from XX prison. We have something to ask you. The older middle-aged policeman said. Please come in. Su Qingni made way and invited the two policemen in. What would you like to drink? No, we will leave after we explain the matter. The middle-aged policeman said. Su Qingni would not neglect the guests. She smiled and poured 2 glasses of juice for the two and placed them on the coffee table in front of them. Thank you. The middle-aged policeman hurriedly thanked him, then took out a file bag from his briefcase and placed it in front of Su Qingni. Su Qingni raised her eyebrows, waiting for the middle-aged policeman to explain to her. This is the remains of the female prisoner number 6718 in our prison. The middle-aged policeman said, number 6718 is named Dai Haiping, and she is your biological mother. I thought I was an orphan. You should know that I have been in an orphanage since I was born. Su Qingni said lightly. That's because your mother is in prison, and your father and your mother's relatives don't want to raise you, so they sent you to an orphanage. The middle-aged policeman sighed and said, Your mother, your mother. From the middle-aged policeman, Su Qingni heard Su Qingni's bloody life experience. Su Qingni's father is a phoenix man, and his mother is a rich girl. As written in many novels, Su's father married Dai Haiping for the Dai family's money. Su's father entered the Dai family's company and gradually turned the Dai family's industry into the Su family. Dai Haiping's parents died in an accident, and no one discovered Su Qingni's plot. The Dai family's industry was successfully changed to Su, and Dai Haiping was left with only some real estate and some shares of the company. Phoenix men will look for other women after they have a successful career. Su's father is no exception. He not only has several mistresses, but also has an illegitimate son and daughter. He gradually becomes cold to Dai Haiping. Dai Haiping is not a fool. She used to have feelings for Su's father and was deceived by him. Although she still has feelings for Su's father, she is more angry. Dai Haiping has also received elite education. After knowing that Su's father has 2 hearts, she investigated Su's father and learned that Su's father used a series of means to turn Dai's company into his own. Dai Haiping couldn't stand it. After collecting evidence of Su's father's plot to seize Dai's company, she filed a lawsuit with the court. She wanted to take back Dai's company through legal means and divorced Su's father by the way. The evidence was conclusive, and the court ruled that Dai Haiping won the case and Dai's company was returned to Dai Haiping. Dai Haiping and Su's father were also divorced by the court, and Su's father left the house as the party at fault. Su's father had been planning for so many years, and he had already won, but now he was beaten back to his original form. How could he accept this? So he went to Dai Haiping to argue. The two people broke out into a fierce quarrel. During the quarrel, Su's father blurted out the truth about the death of Dai's parents. They did not die in an accident, but in order to get Dai's company as soon as possible, Su's father paid his brother-in-law to find someone to kill Dai's parents. After knowing the truth, Dai Haiping was furious. She picked up the fruit knife on the coffee table and stabbed Su's father, one knife after another, stabbed more than 10 times, and stabbed Su's father to death. After killing Su's father, Dai Haiping sold the Dai's company. Except for the Dai's ancestral home, all the other properties of the Dai family were also sold, and the cash was deposited in foreign banks. After doing all this, Dai Haiping took advantage of the night to sneak into Su's father's sister's house and burn down Su's father's sister's house. Su's father's sister's children and parents-in-law escaped, but Su's father's sister and brother-in-law were knocked unconscious and stabbed by Dai Haiping with an electric baton before the fire started. They did not escape the fire and died. Dai Haiping wanted to escape the country after avenging her parents, but she underestimated the ability of the police. She was caught by the police just before boarding the plane. Because she killed 3 people, 2 of whom were intentional homicides, and also set fire, Dai Haiping was eventually sentenced to life imprisonment. However, not long after entering prison, Dai Haiping found out that she was pregnant with Su's father's child. Dai Haiping gave birth to a son in prison. However, she still had to serve her sentence and could not take care of the child. The child's grandparents were dead, and there were no relatives like uncles and aunts. He still had grandparents and an uncle and an aunt, but because the child's biological mother killed the child's biological father and younger aunt's father, the child's grandparents and uncles and aunts hated Dai Haiping and were unwilling to raise her son, let alone recognize that the child was their Su family. The child had no relatives to raise him, and he could only be sent to an orphanage in the end. Dai Haiping was diagnosed with a serious illness some time ago and could no longer be cured. The prison guards asked Dai Haiping if she wanted her biological son to visit her, but Dai Haiping refused. She didn't want to disturb her son's current life. She felt sorry for her son and had no face to see him. A week ago, Dai Haiping passed away. The prison guards felt that they should still tell her son about her death, and Dai Haiping also left her son some relics. The middle-aged policeman took out another wooden box and put it on the coffee table. It contains your mother's ashes. Su Qingni sighed and thanked the 2 policemen. The 2 policemen completed their mission and stood up to say goodbye. Su Qingni looked at the urn, took out her mobile phone, searched the internet for a cemetery near the city, bought a cemetery for 88,000 yuan, and went to bury the urn the next day. Dai Haiping's soul had long gone to the underworld, and Su Qingni burned a lot of paper money for it. The most traditional yellow paper money with holes, not the modern printed coins that cause inflation in the underworld. I wonder if you and your son will meet in the underworld. Su Qingni thought. There is a great possibility that they will not meet. Su Qingni has his mark, and maybe he has already arranged for reincarnation. After returning home, Su Qingni opened the file bag sent by the police. There were not many things in the file bag, only a key to a bank safe and a piece of paper with a bank account number and password. The words on the note were a bit messy, and it seemed that the hand of the person who wrote it was not very steady. This note should have been written by Dai Haiping herself. The money obtained from the Dai family's assets was deposited in foreign banks by Dai Haiping. The account number on this note must be the account number of that foreign bank. Chapter 95 Relaxed Entertainment Circle 5. Su Qingni went to the bank, opened the safe with a key, took out the title deed of the Dai family's ancestral home, and transferred all the money Dai Haiping had in foreign banks back to Su Qingni's bank account in China through the internet. The Dai family's ancestral home is a 3-story courtyard house, worth over 100 million yuan. And the money transferred from abroad is as much as 1 billion yuan. All of a sudden, Su Qingni became a billionaire. No need to worry about money anymore. No need to go to Myanmar. To be honest, it's boring to take the gambling stone test every time you need money. With money, everything is easy. There are many crews in the circle. They have wonderful scripts, reliable directors, and actors with acting skills, but because there is no funding and no investors are willing to invest in them, these crews are yellow. If the filming cannot be completed, it cannot be released, and no money can be made, the original investment will go down the drain, and no one will invest in them in the future. Su Qingni chose such a crew. This crew is a modern fantasy crew, but the director is not famous. The screenwriter is not famous, and the most famous actor recruited is a second-tier actor. This actor was summoned by the crew of Asking the Sky, abandoned this small crew, and replaced Su Qingni to play the second male lead. Nowadays, this crew has not found a suitable male lead, mainly because there is no money to pay him too much salary. The filming has been put on hold, and it is not known when to start. Su Qingni has read the script of this fantasy drama called Hello, Taoist Priest. The story is about the male protagonist who is mixed in modern society. On weekdays, he works as a computer programmer, and on weekends, he transforms into a Taoist priest to deal with various incidents caused by ghosts in the city. Usually, the male protagonist wears black framed glasses, and he is the same as many otaku programmers, but after transforming into Taoist priest he is all kinds of cool and handsome. The two contrasts will definitely attract girls. Su Qingni picked up the phone and called the director of Hello, Taoist Priest. Director Zhao was very upset. The male lead was not in place, and the crew could not work. They saw that the previous investment had gone down the drain. These investments were made by him and two friends. If they were lost, he and his two friends would not only become paupers, but also owe a lot of debts. But who should be the male lead? Otherwise, instead of looking for a famous actor, just find a newcomer to play the male lead? But the female lead is also a newcomer. With two newcomers, there is no attractive promotion point at all. Oh, it's a headache. At this time, Director Zhao's cell phone rang. Director Zhao answered the phone and heard the voice coming from it. A surprise appeared on his face. When the other party hung up the phone, Director Zhao immediately called his friend, who is the screenwriter of this play. When the call was connected, Director Zhao excitedly said to the phone, "Lao Li, our male lead is in place." "Huh? Found it? Who is it?" Lao Li was also excited and asked hurriedly. Director Zhao replied, "It's Su Qingni. It's him." Old Li was surprised. This guy is more famous than the male lead they found at the beginning. The male stars they found later were not as famous as this one. How much is the salary? I'm afraid our crew can't afford to pay him. Director Zhao laughed and said happily, "No salary, and Su Qingni will invest in our crew and increase our funds." "Really?" Old Li asked in surprise. "Really?" Director Zhao said, "Su Qingni and I have an appointment to meet and talk tomorrow. You can go with me. Then we will know whether Su Qingni is dumping us or really wants to invest in us." "Okay, okay, okay." Old Li cheered repeatedly. "When and where tomorrow?" The next day, Director Zhao and Old Li met Su Qingni in a coffee shop. Su Qingni had a good chat with the two of them, and decided that Su Qingni would play the male lead. Su Qingni invested 10 million in the crew of Hello Taoist Priest, 10 million. For Director Zhao and Lao Li, who are almost bald for money, this is simply the sweet dew in the desert. With the addition of this 10 million, the funds of their crew will not be tight, and they will not use the kind of fake props that can't be more fake and will be exposed at a glance to save money, so they can shoot the drama better. The three people agreed to go to the crew to sign the contract tomorrow and then start work. Lao Li asked, "Zhao Su, don't you discuss it with your agent?" Su Qingni smiled and said, "My contract with the company has expired. Now I work alone without an agent. It will be very hard to work alone." Director Zhao said, "And there are too many trivial matters. You must find an agent to help you take care of it. Do you want me to introduce you to an agent?" Su Qingni said, "Sure, but Director Zhao, let me be frank. I have requirements for the agent. I don't need this agent to have a wide network of contacts, but the only point is that he can control my affairs. I want freedom, absolute freedom. I don't like being controlled by others." Lao Li smacked his lips. "Then you might as well hire an assistant." Su Qingni nodded, "I think so too. We still need an agent." Director Zhao said, "There are many things that an assistant can't handle. Zhao Su, I know someone who is quite capable and has connections. He's just unlucky. How should I put it? He met an ungrateful person and was framed and sent to prison. After he was released from prison, no artist was willing to work with him. He is not doing well now and can only open a barbecue restaurant to support himself. His heart is still in the entertainment industry, and he still wants to be an agent. Do you want to meet him and get to know him? Of course, if you are taboo, then I will pretend that I haven't mentioned this person." Was he really framed? Su Qingni expressed her doubts. The police uncle is not a pushover. If the man was not guilty, the police uncle would not put him in jail. Really? I can vouch for him. Director Zhao said hurriedly, "Old Li can also be, right, Old Li." Old Li nodded, "Old Gang is a very good person. I think the same as Old Zhao, He was harmed by that ungrateful person. 2 people vouched for 1 person, so this person must be really good. Su Qingni became interested in that person. Su Qingni smiled and said to Director Zhao, "Since you all vouched for him, I will meet him. You call him to the crew tomorrow." Director Zhao was very happy to hear that. "Okay, then I will call him." "Xiao Su, I'm not lying to you, Deng Xiangyu is really capable, otherwise the first artist he brought would not have become a movie queen. It's just that he has been in prison, and many people will mind." Do you mind? Isn't it too late to ask me if I mind now? If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 96 Relaxed Entertainment Circle VI. After Su Qingni returned home, she used the computer to look up Deng Xiangyu's information. Deng Xiangyu is 38 years old this year, unmarried, childless, and single. Because he has 2 brothers in his family and his parents have grandchildren, they don't urge him to get married and have children. He lives quite comfortably alone. Deng Xiangyu joined the entertainment industry after graduating from college and brought Fu Shuang, a newcomer who had just entered the entertainment industry at that time. Deng Xiangyu is very capable and quickly gained a foothold in the entertainment industry and had a lot of connections. He spent 10 years pushing Fu Shuang from an 18-line star to the position of a movie queen and became a first-line big name. But after Fu Shuang became a movie queen, Deng Xiangyu terminated the contract with her. What happened between the two, no one knows. After that, Deng Xiangyu took on other newcomers, and the development was good, but not long after, Deng Xiangyu was arrested on charges of drug possession and sentenced to 3 years in prison. After being released from prison, entertainment companies were unwilling to have tainted agents, and artists also minded that their agents' imprisonment would affect their reputations, and they were unwilling to cooperate with Deng Xiangyu. Without artists, Deng Xiangyu could not be an agent, so he had no choice but to quit the entertainment industry and opened a barbecue restaurant near the film and television city. While supporting himself, he also paid attention to various news in the entertainment industry. He never gave up his dream, but no one gave him the opportunity to realize his dream. After reading the news about Deng Xiangyu, Su Qingni looked for the news about Fu Shuang. She believed in the guarantees of Director Zhao and Lao Li, and the 2 people who protected him so much would not be bad people. Moreover, she had seen photos of Deng Xiangyu on the internet, and this person was indeed not a criminal. His crime could only be that people did it for the sake of others. And the person who was most likely to persecute Deng Xiangyu in this way was Fu Shuang, who had the closest relationship with him before. This is in line with the title of Ungrateful Wolf. Fu Shuang, female, 33 years old, winner of a domestic award, a first-line star. Fu Shuang debuted at the age of 18 and was brought to her current position by Deng Xiangyu. These are all obvious information. There is also a lot of hidden information, none of which can escape Su Qingni's search. The so-called doing must leave traces. Fu Shuang hides her privacy very well, but many people in the circle know some of her secrets, and Su Qingni knows more through those people. Fu Shuang and Deng Xiangyu have been in love, but Fu Shuang climbed into the bed of other men behind Deng Xiangyu's back, and used her body to exchange for benefits without Deng Xiangyu's knowledge. Although Deng Xiangyu can help her find a lot of resources, Fu Shuang is a greedy woman, and she is not satisfied. In addition to her status and fame in the entertainment industry, she also wants more money and more luxurious enjoyment. The men she finds are all second-generation and third-generation rich people. She wants to become a rich lady, and Deng Xiangyu is just her spare tire. Deng Xiangyu had been working hard to find resources and make connections for Fu Shuang, and he was very busy at work, so he didn't find out about Fu Shuang and other men. But after Fu Shuang won the Best Actress award, Deng Xiangyu felt that he had achieved half of his goal and could relax, so he was no longer busy with work as before. Then, when he was a little free, Deng Xiangyu found out about Fu Shuang and other men, and Fu Shuang was cheating on Deng Xiangyu several times. Deng Xiangyu naturally couldn't stand it, and broke up with Fu Shuang. After leaving Fu Shuang, Deng Xiangyu found another female artist with good conditions. Fu Shuang knew how capable Deng Xiangyu was. She was worried that Deng Xiangyu would train that female artist to compete with her for resources, so she wanted to take advantage of the fact that the female artist hadn't risen yet, and she secretly took action against a female artist. The female artist did have some black material, which was caught by Fu Shuang and thrown out. After doing all this, looking at Deng Xiangyu's headache and distress, Fu Shuang felt extremely proud and refreshing. Yes, that's how it should be, to hit Deng Xiangyu so hard that he would break up with her regardless of his charm. Humph, isn't his dream to become the top agent in the entertainment industry? She will make him never realize his dream and let him leave the entertainment industry like a rat crossing the street. After that, Deng Xiangyu's experience is needless to say. Framed and imprisoned. All this is a woman with a problem in her heart who is dirty but blames others for using dishonorable means to suppress her former lover and benefactor. Su Qingni put all the things Fu Shuang did and the relevant evidence into a folder, packaged it and transferred it to her mobile phone. She thought about seeing what Deng Xiangyu is like tomorrow and whether he is suitable to be her agent. If he is suitable, then give this file package to Deng Xiangyu as a gift. She doesn't believe that Deng Xiangyu loves Fu Shuang so much that he doesn't care about what Fu Shuang did, otherwise she wouldn't have broken up with Fu Shuang at the beginning. There has been no movement in these years. Is it because there is no evidence? The next day, Su Qingni came to the crew and saw Deng Xiangyu. This is a gentle and handsome man. His appearance is no worse than that of male stars in the entertainment industry. His temperament is very gentle, but Su Qingni saw the sharpness in that gentleness. Director Zhao introduced the two to each other, and then left on the pretext of having work, leaving the space for the two. Su Qingni smiled and asked Deng Xiangyu, "Do you know my requirements for an agent?" Deng Xiangyu nodded. "I am not the kind of agent who acts arbitrarily. I respect the opinions of artists. If you do something wrong, I will only remind you, but will not force you to correct it. I will not force you on other things. If you don't want to do the job I took for you, I will respect you and help you turn down the job. I will not interfere with your privacy. Even if you want to fall in love and get married, I will not stop you. I believe that everyone is an independent individual and they can be responsible for themselves." Su Qingni was very satisfied and extended her right hand to Deng Xiangyu, happy cooperation. Deng Xiangyu extended his hand and shook hands with Su Qingni, and asked, "You recognize me so easily? Aren't you afraid that I am just saying it nicely?" Su Qingni smiled and said, "I believe in your character. Moreover, after hearing Director Zhao mention you yesterday, I asked someone to investigate your information. You are very good." Deng Xiangyu smiled, "Thank you for your trust. You are the only person who trusts and accepts me besides old friends like Lao Zhao." Su Qingni smiled, "Then you must work hard to repay me in the future." Deng Xiangyu, "Of course." Su Qingni stared into Deng Xiangyu's eyes and said, "I have a question I want to ask clearly." Deng Xiangyu looked directly into Su Qingni's eyes and understood what Su Qingni was going to ask. "Do you still have feelings for Fu Shuang?" Chapter 97 Relaxed Entertainment Circle 7. "Do you still have feelings for Fu Shuang?" Su Qingni asked. Deng Xiangyu chuckled, "I don't have any feelings for her anymore. Over the years, any feelings have been worn away." Su Qingni raised her eyebrows. "Do you know that you were framed by Fu Shuang?" Deng Xiangyu nodded. "Old Zhao and the others all know. How could I not know?" Su Qingni asked again, "Then do you want to retaliate?" Deng Xiangyu sighed, "Of course I don't want to. I have wanted to for a long time, but I don't have any evidence, and Fu Shuang is very secretive, so I can't find any evidence of her black material." Su Qingni took out her mobile phone and operated it. Deng Xiangyu didn't understand why Su Qingni started playing with her mobile phone while talking, but he followed the contract signed by the two and didn't care what Su Qingni did. Deng Xiangyu took out his mobile phone and also checked Weibo. Then, he heard the notification sound and remembered that someone had added him as a friend. "Which clan descendant is your online name?" Deng Xiangyu asked Su Qingni. Su Qingni hummed. Deng Xiangyu accepted the friend request, and then saw that his new friend, the descendant of the Wu clan, sent him a file package in a private message. Deng Xiangyu received the file package, clicked it and took a look, and his breathing began to become heavier. Inside was the evidence that Fu Shuang had framed him and dealt with him, and the evidence of stealing from others. It was extremely detailed. You didn't hire a private detective to investigate Fu Shuang?" Dang Xiangyu stuttered. Such detailed information is not available even for private detectives. You should know that he also hired a private detective to investigate Fu Shuang, but no useful information or evidence was found. Fu Shuang was too cautious. No. Su Qingni smiled. I just met a top hacker and asked him to help me collect information. Dang Xiangyu hurriedly said, can you introduce him to me? Su Qingni smiled and did not answer. Dang Xiangyu stopped asking. Su Qingni said, I'll give these things to you. You can handle them yourself. Dang Xiangyu held the phone tightly and said gratefully, thank you. You're welcome. I'm doing this for myself. Su Qingni put away her phone and walked towards Director Zhao. Director Zhao, when will it start? Right away. Director Zhao's loud voice came over, everyone, get ready to start filming. Dang Xiangyu smiled brightly when he heard this energetic voice. A post appeared on the internet that day. Let's take a look at how many lovers the self-proclaimed chaste actress has. The post was full of evidence. The photos of Fu Shuang doing things with different men were very clear, except for the key parts that were mosaicked, and there was no trace of PS. Fu Shuang has been very popular with the audience for her self-proclaimed character in the past few years since her debut. Everyone regards her as a clear stream among the female artists in the entertainment industry. As a result, this clear stream is even more turbid than other dirty streams. The audience felt that they were deceived by Fu Shuang and cursed Fu Shuang. Fu Shuang's reputation was ruined, her work was affected, all her endorsements were cancelled, and all her advertisements were removed from the shelves. Some of the wives of the men she seduced were not easy to mess with. Many of the wives of the rich second generations were also rich second generations, with money and power. It was still easy to deal with Fu Shuang, especially when so many people joined forces. Those men originally wanted to protect Fu Shuang, but they saw that Fu Shuang had more than one man and had sex with so many men, at least more than 20. How could these men tolerate it? Men's nature is like that. They can play with women, but women can't play with them. So, Fu Shuang was tragic. She was completely banned in the entertainment industry and her reputation was ruined. Because of the breach of contract, she owed more than 100 million yuan in arrears. Even if she sold her house, car and other valuable private property, she couldn't pay off the debt. In the end, Fu Shuang left the entertainment industry and no one knew where she ran to. She hasn't paid off the debt she owed yet. When Fu Shuang's reputation fell, another post appeared. The post details how Fu Shuang cheated on her ex-boyfriend and former agent, and how she framed them for revenge after they found out and asked her to break up. She framed them for drug possession and put them in jail for 3 years. Because her reputation was ruined and she could no longer train artists, she had to leave the entertainment industry. After reading this post, everyone sympathized with Dang Xiangyu, and people in the circle also knew that Dang Xiangyu was wronged. Some entertainment companies even extended an olive branch to Dang Xiangyu and recruited him to join their companies, but they were all rejected by Dang Xiangyu. Those companies didn't want him at the time, so why should he go to those companies now? Everyone in the entertainment industry knew that Dang Xiangyu had returned to the circle and brought another artist, the second-tier actor Su Qingni, and they were very curious about how these two people got together. However, they couldn't guess the reason and stopped speculating. Dang Xiangyu was a person worth getting to know, and everyone was willing to give him some face. Many resources were gathered in front of Dang Xiangyu and Su Qingni. Su Qingni is very willful. She stays in the entertainment industry just because she wants to have fun and experience the life of a star, but she is unwilling to compromise herself. If she doesn't like some high-paying roles, she will never take them. She won't take bad scripts, or ones that are too melodramatic, or ones that her cooperating partners don't like. After all this, there are very few jobs she can take. Dang Xiangyu looked at the few scripts and twitched his lips. With such a willful artist, can he realize his dream of becoming a top agent? Is it too late for him to regret? Su Qingni glanced at Dang Xiangyu and laughed. Don't think about it, it's too late. Dang Xiangyu, Su Qingni handed a script to Dang Xiangyu. I like the villain in this script very much, so I will take this role. When the scenes of Hello, Taoist Priest are finished, I will join this crew. Dang Xiangyu took the script and glanced at the name The Endless Immortal wrote on the script. This is a fairy tale drama. It is said that it was originally filmed by another entertainment company to compete with Ask the Way. However, due to various reasons, The filming of this drama was postponed. Until now, the actors have not been recruited and the filming has not started. The director of this drama is also an old acquaintance of Deng Xiangyu. After knowing that he brought an artist, he gave Deng Xiangyu an audition invitation for the role of the third male. This character is on the side of the bright and upright, sunny and righteous, and very likable. Although Deng Xiangyu felt that this image was not in line with his own artist, actors are supposed to interpret various roles, so he recommended Su Qingni to play the third male. He thought that as long as Su Qingni played the third male well, he would definitely gain a lot of popularity. Chapter 98 Relaxed Entertainment Circle 8. Deng Xiangyu thought that as long as Su Qingni played the third male role well, he would definitely gain a lot of popularity, but he didn't expect that Su Qingni actually took a fancy to the number one villain in the Endless Immortal Road. The character and experience of this villain are very complicated, and it is very difficult to play, but if it is played well, it will be very charming. However, as I said before, this role is not easy to play. Even if you have the acting skills of an actor, you will not play this role well if you are not careful. The villain played out will not be liked by people, but only hated. Someone has already played the role of this villain. Deng Xiangyu did not directly say that Su Qingni's acting skills were not good. Su Qingni smiled when she heard this. Did the crew give up on this villain role? Deng Xiangyu looked at Su Qingni's face full of understanding and also smiled. The crew can't afford to hire a movie star to play such a supporting role. Su Qingni, I think my acting skills are okay. Deng Xiangyu, it's good to be confident. Su Qingni, don't worry, I'm not arrogant, nor am I inflated. I am really confident, and I really like this role. Deng Xiangyu, but this role has already been played, and there is no audition. Su Qingni, 50 million. Deng Xiangyu, what? Su Qingni, I can invest 50 million in the crew of the Endless Immortal Road. Deng Xiangyu, I almost forgot that the person in front of me is an invisible local tyrant. Now the crew of Hello, Taoist Priest can shoot smoothly without lack of funds, all thanks to this local tyrant in front of me. Deng Xiangyu wiped his face and said, okay, I'll contact the director of the Endless Immortal Road right now. Anyway, Li Zheng, the director of the Endless Immortal Road, had already given up the role of the villain. When he heard that someone had invested 50 million yuan in him just for the role of the villain, he would definitely agree happily. As Deng Xiangyu expected, when director Li Zheng heard that there would be 50 million yuan in funds, he immediately decided to let Su Qingni play the number one villain, and the actor who was originally scheduled to play the number one villain was changed to play the number three male. The actor who originally played the villain was so happy in his heart. Everyone can see that playing the villain is thankless, while the number three male is a role that people like. He changed to play the number three male, and he will definitely gain a group of fans when it is broadcast on TV in the future. The director was even happier. Shooting a fantasy drama requires special effects and shooting outdoor scenes requires a lot of props, which are very expensive. The investor invested 80 million in this drama, which is not a small amount, but because of the above-mentioned money-burning items, the entire crew lived a tight life, and many of the beautiful scenes in the director's mind could not be filmed. But with the extra 50 million, those scenes will be filmed, and more and better special effects can be made. The director simply regarded Su Qingni as the god of wealth. He decided in his heart that Su Qingni's acting skills were not good enough to perform the charm of the number one villain. He would also use the camera to make Su Qingni's villain look pleasing to the eye and make up for the shortcomings and other aspects with her appearance. Anyway, there are so many good-looking dogs in this world. After filming Hello, Taoist Priest, Su Qingni joined the crew of the Endless Immortal Road. Except for the director, producer and deputy director, no one else in the crew knew that Su Qingni was an investor. Others were just nodding acquaintances with Su Qingni and were not very enthusiastic about him. Su Qingni thought this was good. She didn't like to socialize with people virtually. Director Li Zheng was a little worried about Su Qingni's acting skills before. Although Su Qingni has been in the entertainment industry for many years, he mainly sang and performed variety shows before, and rarely acted. He was afraid that he had no acting skills. But after watching Su Qingni's first performance, Li Zheng was excited. Did he step on dog shit? Only then will such a rich and good actor come to the door on his own initiative. Su Qingni played the villain number one to life, just like the supreme ruler of the demon world. Li Zheng's appreciation of Su Qingni aroused the jealousy of other actors. After a while, Su Qingni's black material began to appear on the internet, and a large number of water armies began to lead the rhythm to denounce Su Qingni. With Su Qingni's hacking skills, it is easy to solve the problems on the internet. However, she did not take action, but handed the matter to Deng Xiangyu. As a capable agent, he will definitely handle these things, and she, the artist, does not have to worry about it. Deng Xiangyu is indeed very capable. He quickly calmed down the slanderous attacks on Su Qingni on the internet and attracted the attention of the public with other topics. Deng Xiangyu found out that the one who secretly dealt with Su Qingni was the actor who played the male number one in the crew, a first-line actor. This actor is more famous than Su Qingni, and he is also the male lead. He thinks he is higher than other actors in the crew and thinks that the director should pay more attention to him. But the director attached great importance to Su Qingni, and Su Qingni's acting skills also made him feel threatened. He could see that after the broadcast of The Endless Immortal, Su Qingni's villain number one would definitely attract more fans than him as the male lead, and his halo would be overshadowed by Su Qingni. Xia Sheng was unhappy and unwilling to accept this, so he decided to destroy Su Qingni's reputation before The Endless Immortal was broadcast. Deng Xiangyu did not take action against the young man immediately. He came to Su Qingni and told her the results of his investigation. Just don't deal with him for the time being. After all, he is the male lead of The Endless Immortal. If you deal with him now, his reputation will be ruined, and it will also affect The Endless Immortal. At that time, the audience will not buy it, and the TV series will not sell for a good price, and you will lose money. You invested 50 million. Don't tell me you don't care about money, it's 50 million. Su Qingni laughed, I don't care. Well, then wait until The Endless Immortal makes enough money, then deal with him. Do you have any black material about him? Deng Xiangyu nodded. He still has some means in the circle. It is not easy but not difficult to get the black material of the young man. Deng Xiangyu said, your former agent also intervened in this matter and added fuel to the fire. What do you think we should do? Su Qingni sneered. Sister Zhang must be unhappy that she abandoned her and chose Deng Xiangyu. Sister Zhang has a strong control desire and is quite vindictive. Su Qingni was not surprised at all that she would take action. Su Qingni said, Zhang Wenhong has a lot of black material. She is a pimp for her own artists. This one fact is enough for her to bear. And her number one artist, Gu Wenaya, has found a sponsor. Although the sponsor is not married, he has a fiancé. The sponsor's family is pawning the fiancé's family. Su Qingni said while moving her mobile phone. After a while, Deng Xiangyu received the file package sent by Su Qingni. Su Qingni said, contact the sponsor's fiancé first and send her the photos of Gu Wenaya and her fiancé. Chapter 99 Relaxed Entertainment Circle 9. The fiancé of the sponsor is a jealous and unruly woman. After receiving photos of her fiancé and the little bitch from a stranger, she didn't care about the consequences and rushed into Gu Wenaya's commercial performance with people and beat her up. There were reporters at the scene. Not long after, the news that Gu Wenaya was kept by the sponsor and the sponsor's fiancé came to her door spread all over the internet. Gu Wenaya's good image was gone, and she was ridiculed online. The company stopped her work. She wanted to ask the sponsor for help, but the sponsor was too busy coaxing his fiancé, so how could he take care of her? Gu Wenaya could only rely on Zhang Wenhong, and Zhang Wenhong was also overwhelmed by the sudden move. Before she could deal with Gu Wenaya's affairs, it was exposed on the internet that she was a pimp and arranged dinners for her artists, and even the police came to her door. If Zhang Wenhong didn't know that she was being plotted against at this time, she would have been in the entertainment industry for so long. But who hurt her? She has many enemies, but those people can't know so many of her secrets. Only the people around her know some of her secrets, but who around her would betray her? Zhang Wenhong ignored Su Qingni. She only knew that Su Qingni was playing the villain in The Endless Immortal Road when she saw the male protagonist frame Su Qingni. She hadn't read the script of The Endless Immortal Road and didn't know how brilliant the villain was, so she didn't think how strong Su Qingni became after leaving her. She didn't know that Su Qingni was still the male lead of Hello, Taoist Priest, nor did she know that Su Qingni became a local tyrant and invested in 2 TV series. In her impression, Su Qingni was still the little artist who had no background and was not very likable. He was so destitute that he could only find a person who had been in prison to be his agent. She looked down on Su Qingni, so she wouldn't think of Su Qingni as the person who plotted against her. Zhang Wenhong was eventually sentenced to 1 year. Even if it was only 1 year, her career was ruined. Unless she perseveres for her dream like Dang Xiangyu, and is lucky enough to meet an artist who doesn't mind her imprisonment like Dang Xiangyu. Otherwise, she will never be in the entertainment industry in her life. When Zhang Wenhong went to prison, Hello, Taoist Priest was broadcast. The wonderful plot and the huge contrast of the male lead attracted many viewers. The ratings of Hello, Taoist Priest continued to rise, making the director of a certain station who bought the first round of broadcasting rights of Hello, Taoist Priest for the sake of an old friend almost burst into laughter. Director Zhao and screenwriter Lao Li also burst into laughter. Hello, Taoist Priest not only improved their status in the entertainment industry, but also brought them huge financial returns. The price of the first round of broadcasting rights of Hello, Taoist Priest was not high, and it could not even break even. But the ratings of the first round made other radio stations rush to buy the second and third rounds of broadcasting rights, and the price of the second round of broadcasting rights was even higher than that of the first round. The money they got from selling several rounds of broadcasting rights not only made them recover their investment, but also made a lot of money. At the beginning, Director Zhao, Lao Li and another friend of theirs sold all their properties and made a desperate effort to shoot Hello, Taoist Priest. They were all prepared to rent a basement in the future, but they didn't expect to meet a noble person, who not only made a TV series that satisfied them, but also made them a lot of money. Director Zhao gave Su Qingni a big red envelope. Because of this TV series, Su Qingni's fame has increased a lot. From the bottom of the second-tier young actors to the front of attention, but still not as good as the other two in the group. Those two people have no shortage of resources, and they play very likable roles. They have more fans than Su Qingni, and now they are firmly in the position of first-tier young actors. Both of them sent WeChat to Su Qingni to congratulate, and Su Qingni replied to their WeChat. The so-called friendship in youth is the purest. Su Qingni and the two have been working, studying and living together since they were in their teens, and their feelings have long been cultivated. Even in the entertainment industry, their friendship is not as pure as that of ordinary people, but it is much more sincere than the friendship between other people in the entertainment industry. Later, The Endless Immortal Road was also broadcast. With its non-cheap special effects and beautiful pictures, as well as its wonderful plot and good-looking actors, The Endless Immortal crushed Ask the Way and became the ratings champion of the year. The demon cult supreme played by Su Qingni really took away the aura of the male protagonist, making netizens watch the TV and computer just to see the pictures of the demon lord, regardless of who the male protagonist is. Su Qingni's popularity has risen again, and she has entered the ranks of first-line stars. Dang Xiangyu walked into the room with a stack of scripts and invitations, put them on the table in front of Su Qingni, and sat on the sofa opposite Su Qingni. Su Qingni put away her mobile phone, picked up a script, flipped through it, and threw it aside. Don't accept invitations to so-called youth idol dramas in the future. The plots of these dramas are so stupid. I don't want to play some male protagonists with poor IQ. Dang Xiangyu hummed, stretched out his hand and scratched on the table for a moment, dividing a quarter of the scripts and invitations, leaving 3/4, and signaled Su Qingni to continue choosing. Su Qingni flipped through the scripts very quickly. In less than an hour, she finished flipping through all the scripts. She found 3 scripts that she found interesting, and found 2 advertising invitations from a pile of invitations. She said to Dang Xiangyu, "That's it. If the shooting time of these 3 scripts does not overlap, then I will accept them all." Dang Xiangyu looked at the scripts selected by Su Qingni. One of them was for the male lead, and the other 2 were for supporting roles. But they were all very charming supporting roles. His artists seemed to film for fun. They didn't care whether they played the leading role or not, and preferred to play challenging roles. There is no conflict. Dang Xiangyu said. The shooting time of the 2 supporting roles would not be too long. If they adjusted, the time could be staggered. At this time, Dang Xiangyu's cell phone rang. Su Qingni leaned back, picked up a script and flipped through it, and answered the phone without disturbing Dang Xiangyu. Su Qingni heard all the conversations between Dang Xiangyu and the other party. It turned out that a new job was found for her, and Dang Xiangyu thought it was an opportunity. This outdoor adventure reality show has also invited Meng Xiaoqing and Zhang Zihu. If the 3 of you participate in this show together, it will be a reunion after your solo careers, which is very interesting. Dang Xiangyu thought this was a good job and tried his best to persuade Su Qingni. Su Qingni nodded and agreed. Outdoor reality show. For other stars, it would be a disaster, but for Su Qingni, it is no different from playing. You have to know that when she taught the human race, the living conditions of the human race were much worse than the outdoor adventure. Chapter 100 Relaxed Entertainment Circle 10. There are many outdoor reality shows nowadays, but many of them are just for show. However, the program Survival on an Isolated Island that Su Qingni accepted aims to restore primitive life and test the survival ability of celebrities, and it is definitely not for show. Su Qingni learned about it. This program group is really daring. They really put the celebrities on an isolated island. Except for a portable camera and a call button for requesting help installed on each celebrity, nothing else is given to the celebrities. The people of the program group and the doctors and nurses will be on standby in the ship on the sea outside the isolated island, but if the celebrities do not encounter life-threatening situations, the people on the ship will not go ashore. If the celebrities press the call button, the people on the ship will go to the island to rescue them and bring the celebrities back to the ship. But the celebrities also gave up the recording of this program. In theory, such a program is a kind of ordeal for celebrities, and celebrities should not want to participate in this program. But the problem is that the investor of this program has a very strong background. He said that if he invites a celebrity, the celebrity dare not refuse. If he refuses, he will offend the investor and will definitely be banned. Moreover, the program group pays the celebrities very high. Each star will receive 30 million yuan for 3 days and 2 nights of island life. Deng Xiangyu helped Su Qingni take on this program not for the reward, as his artist family is rich and has no shortage of money. Deng Xiangyu did this because the program has strong investors and a strong broadcasting platform. If Su Qingni performs well in the program, she will attract a lot of fans. And Deng Xiangyu is very confident in Su Qingni. After following this artist for so long, he has also initially understood some of the artist's skills. He has good skills, good cooking skills, and good physical strength. Because he was born in an orphanage, he knows a lot of life skills. Such a person will definitely perform better than the other pampered artists on the deserted island. Qin Yi. Su Qingni just got off the car and heard someone calling her. She turned around and saw a sunny young man holding an exceptionally handsome young man and waving at him. Su Qingni smiled and walked towards the two people. These two people were the other two in the former group, Meng Xiaoqing and Zhang Zihu. You guys came first. Su Qingni walked up to the two of them, stretched out a right fist, and bumped fists with each of them. I have to come, the investor of this show is a big shot. Meng Xiaoqing said with a bitter face, my agent sent me here as soon as he heard the big shot's name. Me too. Zhang Zihu's handsome face wrinkled into a bun. I haven't even boiled water at home, I haven't even entered the kitchen, and my agent actually asked me to participate in this kind of wilderness survival game. Isn't he afraid that I will starve to death? Meng Xiaoqing said. While on the way, I took the time to read some wilderness survival materials and videos. I hope I can use them when the time comes. Zhang Zihu sneered at him. Cramming at the last minute is useless. It's better to cling to Qin Yi's thigh. Qin Yi, buddy, these 3 days are all up to you. Meng Xiaoqing snorted. Although Qin Yi can cook and mend clothes, he can only use these skills in modern society. On an isolated island like the primitive society, Qin Yi can only fumble around. You might as well expect me. Let me tell you, I have learned a lot of experience in surviving in the wild. Well, I know how to make fire by drilling wood, and I also know how to choose branches for burning fire. I also remember several edible wild vegetables and wild fruits. As long as I find these things on the island, it will be no problem to survive for 3 days. Zhang Zihu widened his eyes. You are not good at talking on paper, right? Meng Xiaoqing, huh? You underestimate me, right? Just follow me, brother will definitely take you to fly. Su Qingni couldn't help laughing. The two little friends are so cute. While talking, all the participants in the show have arrived. In addition to the 3 people, there are 5 other participants in the show. 2 of them are the male and female hosts of this show, and the other 3 are Yao Su, another movie queen whose status is equal to that of Fu Shuang before her defeat, a female singer Cheng Yun, and an internationally renowned martial arts superstar Tu Guanhei. The program team was quite careful in selecting the personnel. They selected stars with good physical strength and good health. None of the delicate stars were selected. Meng Xiaoqing and Zhang Zihu look weak, but in fact, they have been practicing dancing since they were teenagers. After going solo, They did not forget to go to the fitness club to exercise. Their physical fitness is very good. The female host looks like a little white flower, but she is actually an athlete, a female man who does not match her appearance. The 8 people were picked up by the program team and spent more than a day on the boat and came to an uninhabited island. The program team threw everyone on the beach, followed a boat out of the coast, and stopped 1 kilometer away from the island. Everyone put their hands on the pergola and looked at the sea, and they could vaguely see the outline of the ship. This comforted everyone a little bit. If something really happened, someone would come to rescue them. Everyone had known each other on the boat for a long time. At this time, everyone did not feel unfamiliar. They simply sat on the beach and discussed how to spend these 3 days and 2 nights. Let me express my opinion first. Niangniang said, I read some information and videos about survival in the wild on the way here, so I have some experience. I think the most important thing for us now is to make a fire. With fire, everything else will be easy. Also, we have to find wild fruits that can be eaten on the island, which can not only quench thirst but also fill our stomachs a little. Yaosu said, I have also read relevant information and know how to find firewood for burning. I will be responsible for collecting firewood. Su Qingni smiled, I think everyone has done some last-minute work before coming here, right? So did I. In this way, I am stronger and will be responsible for building 2 simple shacks, so that everyone will have a place to shelter from the wind and rain. Everyone did not trust Su Qingni's ability too much. Building a shack sounds simple, but it is actually not easy. Apart from other things, building a shack requires thicker and longer branches and trunks for support, and they don't have any tools in their hands. How can they get the materials? If there are no good materials, the shack built cannot shelter from the wind and rain, so it is better not to build it. Let's forget it. Cheng Yun said, I see there is a mountain on this island. Maybe there is a cave on the mountain. We can find a cave to shelter from the wind and rain. Yaosu said, the mountain is too small. There won't be any caves. So, why don't we dig a few caves? Dugouts. The others were puzzled. They didn't know what a dugout was. Yaosu smiled and said, you are all too young. It's normal that you haven't heard of the name of a dugout. This was the way some poorer families lived decades ago. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.